Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Wayward Arcadium, Season 2, Episode 16. I'm really excited to see you all. I just had a birthday, so I'm up here, so I cannot wait to see if I can just drop right through. No, I'm kidding. Let's say hello to all of our amazing and favorite students here at the Arcana Miriam and wonderful Galarians Absalom. Let's start with Aubrey. Please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Aubrey. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Magman Cosplay. And I play Aurora Darrell, our local now vampire sorcerer. It's a long story. It's been a very long season. We both use she, her pronouns, and everybody wish PJ a belated happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
One day you will be allowed to speak.
One day.
One day who will be allowed to speak? I missed the reference. I'm so sorry. Did I step on someone's toes? No, okay.
No. It was it was just funny. I don't know why. It just felt like Aubrey's own words were trying to strangle her. It's just just
what am I anymore? I don't know.
What are words? Who needs them?
What are words?
Baby, please remind me. Next up, we have Makai. Makai, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
What's piggity poppin', my friends, my homies, my theys, my thems. For tonight, I got a whole new character for you, completely new. I haven't even told PJ about it. For tonight, I'm bringing to you Britta B. Bone Basin, completely different character that I've been playing. That I've been cooking up for you. So we're going to see how things go. We're going to see how y'all like it. Our pronouns are still they, are still a them, with the occasional say, look, talk to us nice or don't talk to us at all. That's the general rule of flavor. That's the general rule of thumb. But I'm passing it back over to the birthday boy the belated birthday boy himself. How's it going, Peach?
Britta B. Bone Basin. Oh my
Britta
God.
B. Bone Basin.
Oh my God. All right. Well, next up, I'm fighting all my instincts with that one. Next up, we have Dusty. Dusty, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I am Dusty. I am playing Aldwin Sanchez, baker of breads, haver of sad, both being sad and seasonal affective disorder. And they also use they, he pronouns.
Nice. Well, next up, we have Aki. Please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Before I do any of that, because I was going to type this in our private chat, but I don't have time to do that anymore. Dusty, I thought you were going to say haver of sex, and I was going to be like, I really thought it was going
actually. Quite the opposite.
Yeah, I was about to say, when did this change happen?
Since when?
Damn, too many. This has been a long season, huh? Damn, like magic. Millie just said, "Come to the dance with me," and now what?
Get messy in those bathrooms during the dance.
God damn.
Oh my God.
Bar. I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Sarnai El Tishma, your local, whatever the fuck they are. Literally, I don't even know at this point. They use they he pronouns, and together we are overworked, overlooked, and over this day.
The fuck are you?
I didn't have a bad day.
I
didn't have a bad day. I had you sit through 6 or 7 meetings back to back.
That sounds like a lot. Like a lot.
I don't know. At some point, it became like 7 p.m. and no 6 p.m. And I'm not sure what happened.
Oh my God. Well, I guess that just leaves me. My name is PJ. I'm the GM for Wayward Arcadium and Nat 20 Productions official here on Twitch. My pronouns are he, him. I'll be playing everyone and everything between. Fee may or may not be joining us this evening. I know they've been kind of having a rough time of things. So if they don't join us, Fee, we hope you have a wonderful night and get good rest. And if you do join us. Well, we look forward to seeing you. That being said, quick recap. If you didn't see last week, what's wrong with you? Go to Spotify, Goblets Engage, and check it out. Go to Nat 20 Prods on YouTube and go watch it. But please, after this, so because it's rude now. So here's what happened last time. It's the big dance. It's a once a year event where the kids the students get to have a great big dance party and kind of blow off some of the steam of being adventurers in education. And wow, there's a lot. Aurora and Eden went into the dance competition thinking, why not? And all those dance classes with Melee worked, and they got second place, losing to Kunimarmer and Laurentina, the very spooky bard traveler. And from there, Hiro got into a wrestling match, almost fight, with Lannis in the kind of muddy jousting arena, which they lost. It was actually really good first 2 rounds, and then bam, they got bodied. And then skip ahead. The entire event culminated in a very dramatic Parents Trap when Sarnai was able to confront both his mom and his dad, mother and father, at the Cheliax Culture Festival and got them to end their duel to the death, which was not easy, but it was impassioned and it was awesome stuff. And that was the dance, dancing all night long, having, good drinks, good times, good vibes. And that day has come and gone. Now, I believe we canonically said that Aldwin was under the weather that night. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Aldwin couldn't make it to the dance because they were under the weather. But we are now moving into a regular school day, and we are going to have a good old-fashioned morning announcement to start, said Dave. We'll get that morning announcement music, please.
Let's go.
Where's the music?
I don't know. I don't
Where's the
hear
music?
it. Is there music?
Were you fucking with us?
There we
sir?
go.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Delayed
Over
play.
yonder.
Good morning, you freaking legends, you! Hey, does your headache kill ya? Are you feeling exhausted from the dance? No, of course not, because you're champions. You're legends. You feel no pain, and you know no shame, and that's why I love you. How are y'all doing? You feeling amazing? You look amazing. Those books you're carrying are getting so light because your brain is just eating all that weight. That being said, hope you hit those books as hard as you can because we're getting into the end game. That's right, school is almost over. Do you feel it? That excitement? Those new possibilities because they're around the corner. Today is going to be your last day of second to last day of study. And then after that, you have one more attempt to get everything locked in. Finals are around the corner. And I have just been waiting for this moment. I'm so excited. Everyone, this is Cooney Mama, the voice of choice, saying I'm proud of you. I'm loud for you. And I want to see you succeed. Until then, we can't have a community without you and I in it. Why? Because teamwork makes the damn dream work.
Because teamwork makes the dream work. Let's go.
So until you pass all your tests and then you got to leave these grounds, all I got to say is, I love you. Cooney Mama, O-U-T, out.
What a good man. I like him. And I mean, I know I say that like every week, but I like him.
Big question.
Would I peg him?
Would-
Absolutely.
That's not the question I was gonna ask, but good to know. Would a vampire who drinks blood of people who are very drunk get a hangover?
Oh, that's a very good question.
As the holy text has said, we drank the blood of people who are on drugs, and now we believe we are wizards. And I feel like it's hard to argue with that logic.
I would say yes.
Mm.
I would say yes.
Oh, that's gonna have to suck. You can't even take Tylenol
Mhm.
Oh, that's the you just got to deal
or
with it.
fantasy Tylenol.
Yeah.
Fine,
I mean, you could probably like ye old it, or like
Mm.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think it exists. No, hush, shut up. I don't think, I don't think it exists.
Shut
but
up,
we
fuck
could do,
you.
We could do like obviously get you some water or coffee or something, right? But what we could do is this is an Asian thing. You take Vicks Vapor Rub, okay, and you put it on
You put it on your chest. You put it on
your chest. Exactly. You put it on your chest. Put it all over your neck, and it's gonna feel a little like sticky and grimy. But watch, you're not gonna have a hangover anymore. In fact, if you were like of any other ailment, I don't think it'll have that anymore. And if you had ammonia, you put it on your feet and you wear socks, or a cold. You put it on your feet and you wear socks. And like, sure, you're gonna feel a little gross, but like, imagine the next day, wow, it's been cured.
You know what? I heard it even cures spell plague.
Oof. Dragon Age, the blight cured. You know, like I truly believe we wouldn't be having this dark spawn nonsense if they just invaded Vicks Vapor Rub.
So you mean to tell me that all we had to do was to prevent Aurora from becoming a vampire was get a little bit of Vicky Vapor Rubber?
Yeah, but you
know, it's something we figured out after the fact.
See,
yeah,
it was a long day.
This is why Thetis and all of that stuff had to take place in an extremely European-centric country, because they're like, no, the minute we get near those Asians, they're going to solve our entire MacGuffin, and we're going to look like fucking fools.
Get the Vapor Rub the minute they touch down on Tiger Bomb, we're fucked. We're done.
Why do you think we haven't seen Antiva yet? That shit's the closest we got, and it's just Latin.
It's just Italy, right?
It's not even. They're getting a little. They're getting very like, it's that Spanish Latin influence that they also have. It's the colonizer touch, but you look at the people and you're like, the colonized.
Yeah, you know, it's like they're kind of like the Catalan. Yeah, they're kind of like the Catalan a little bit. Yeah.
I think Kunari have Vicks Vapor Rub. That's why they're doing so well.
Oh, they
actually, you know what?
It.
That makes sense.
You know, getting back to the game that we're currently playing.
Right. Here's the game that we're playing. So it's in the morning. Kuni Marmara has just informed you that you have this day and tomorrow for your last days before studying, before your finals. Finals are around the corner. And he loves you. And he wants to see you succeed. So you're off to classes, and looks like it's going to be just a good old-fashioned normal class day. So we have to ask, where do you want to go for classes? Do you want to do a conjoined class first or a separate class first?
I think we can join class first.
Join us.
It's been a bit, so yeah.
Okay. So let's go to the classes that everybody has. Shared classes. So 3 shared classes we have on, there we go. The 3 shared classes everyone has is mandatory fighting instruction, dancing class, and Arcana Zoological class.
Arcana Zoology, baby.
I want to go to Arcana Zoology as well.
I'm good with that too.
All right.
I'm tired of fighting shit. Sure. We've been fighting shit for the past. We have not known a single day of rest.
As Aldwin before class, I do want to go run and find melee somewhere.
Okay.
What if we just take melee with us?
Yeah, bring them to class. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay, but I need to talk to them first.
Well, you can talk to them, and we bring them to the class so you can speak to, because, like, you know, nothing's scarier than like the.
Yes, because melee obviously doesn't have his own life.
With your possibly gay partner.
Isn't that what queer people do? They just
adopt animals.
Get a cat.
Where's my cat?
That's what we did. His name is Hero.
Burn. All right, so we're all going to Arcana Zoology. I guess the question up to you, Dusty. Do you want to grab melee and bring them, or do you want to have a few minutes before class with melee, like early in the morning, as people are walking to class?
I think what's going to happen is that I want to go talk to them, like alone, like not alone, but just like talk to them before class, and then I think how it's going to work is that during the talk to them, everyone else is going to walk up on us, and we're just going to drag melee to Arcana Zoology.
There you go.
Okay.
They don't have a class to teach. It's fine.
Yeah, they can be late. They can just, go over the old footwork. It's a-okay. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're able to grab him on the way to class, and he just kind of, yeah. Hey, everyone. If you're going to be in my class, just do some stretching, do some warm-ups, work on the foot drills. Because for your final, we're going to go over your choreographed work, so also study that, and call it a free day of study. Go away. And Melee joins you all.
Plan.
Hey, man. So, first of all, really, really sorry that I did the whole like not going to the dance. That I I really feel terrible about that because I know you were so excited. And I just like, oh, I wasn't feeling good. But like I should have just found some Vicks, honestly. But it was going through a lot.
Melee, kind of looks at you concerned and shakes his head, taking information, goes, yeah, absolutely. No, it's fine. Listen, you were not feeling well. You've had a horrible week. I mean, you're doing so great at keeping your studies together, but mental health is important. If you can't make it to a dance, that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, we should go do something. I feel like I really should like make up for it. Just because like I do want to like spend time with you and hang out. I know I've been a little I guess distant, little preoccupied lately. And it's like it's totally like not you. You're great. Like I'm just like it's me. I'm not just yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely. If you want to make a plan, I'll tell you what, ball's in your court. You time and place, and I'll just show up and we'll have a good time.
Yeah. I don't have either yet. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, great. We just we should. It's just okay, everyone. I think we're going to. Do you want to join us for what class are we going to again?
Zoology. Is the cute one coming or not?
I think they're talking about you.
Let's go
I am.
pet some animals.
Melee,
Yeah, it's-
Melee, come. Skip class.
I mean, I already told them to just work on their choreography and call it, so I might as well do something with my first period. I'll go with you
Yeah,
guys.
there's Psycho. Just don't get too close to them. They talk really loud. But
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what?
party
Be really fun for a class. We get Psycho to come to class with us, and then we just figure it out.
I like that.
It
Right
would
now,
be
I'm
a
thinking
wonderful idea.
they could provide the music for everyone's dance, and then they have to adapt their dance choreography to random music that's psycho. Oh, that'll really work on the rhythm and timing.
Yeah,
I
it's
like it.
sort of like a style that's free.
Yeah, like a freestyle, free of style. I love that. I'll have to work on inventing freestyle. Wait, can you have freestyle as a style?
I don't know. You're the teacher. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll make it up.
Write your
It's the
thesis
essence
on
of
it because
freestyle.
technically we all have to write a thesis.
Yeah.
You have to what?
Yeah.
Well,
We
this
have
is
to do
this
what
is
now?
like a college or university type of scenario. Technically, no matter what you study, you'd have to write a thesis at the end.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're supposed to do what now?
I've been working on my thesis on the Starstone since the beginning of the
So,
year.
I've
What?
been debating on many thesis topics.
Huh?
Well, Aldwin, you could probably do one about like cooking, but healing with your food. You do weird shit with cooking all the time. And Greta, I have no idea what you would write, my sweet, sweet dear, but I'm pretty sure it would be bomb as fuck.
Thanks.
I mean, we can figure it out later. You've got at least like 2 more years.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
you can
ending. We're
fucking-
not. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. I
Title
doubt
episode,
that.
right essay.
I doubt that the Lord Pajar would force us to write a thesis at the end of this type of season.
I mean,
I
also-
just no. I just like I have. Funnily enough, I have no concept of time. So
I'm sorry.
I get it because you're the. No, that's fine.
we should go to class.
You should go to class. I think I'm really the only one that like needs to have figured out what their thesis is by now because my entire academic standing stays on it.
Yeah, I
very
think your thesis is the most important in terms of timeliness,
Yeah.
whereas everybody else is. Unless we all fall into mass poverty, Aldwin, like we should be fine. And the only reason why I went and I said Aldwin is because I have no idea how Aldwin got to this school.
A baking scholarship.
Yes, I'll accept that as canon if you want to.
Fair enough.
They're like, have you had They're muffins. We need to teach them magic. These muffins are so damn good.
Well,
Do we need to teach
I
him
mean,
anything? My
mm.
God, he already knows enough.
Abuelo was a retired adventurer, so
Yeah,
That too.
Abuelo's probably had just lots of magic items to sell.
I mean, yeah. Well, that being said, as we're going to Arcana Zoology, get out my notes here. Cool. So as you go Arcana Zoology, you see Miss Groudon is wearing a large full body like black leather outfit with a mask on, carrying a big metal canister and just dragging it. You can tell that she's wearing this black leather outfit because she's just been charred terribly. There's horrible burn marks on the leather apron, and the canister itself is like dripping blood, and it's just covered in scorch marks as she's dragging it out to where all the animals are, where Woodward is kind of readying different diets for the animals. And they see you. Oh, hi. Shoot, I wasn't expecting students. We haven't really been having none for a while. So what can I do you for in today's class?
How can we help?
Second question, is that for Red?
Yeah,
Gimme.
hold on.
Gimme.
Looks around, he goes, all right, I don't see any guards or narcs, so I think we can talk about Big Red.
We are
I
the
hate them
only
both.
people who come here. I'm just saying, my guy.
Look, Big Red is a dragon.
Yeah. We are hiding a very big angry red dragon away from the government, and I do not need them knocking on my door, so I'm doing my best. But yeah, if you want to go see Big Red, we're doing a feeding time. He's been just pissy and ornery for like a week now.
Yeah, he's probably hungry, real hungry.
Yep, not for food though.
Oh, good. So I talked to you about that. Perfect.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we've been doing a bunch of charting and a bunch of questioning, and oh yeah, he's fiery.
No, that's putting it mildly. You guys think I'm a fucking handful? Woo!
I just realized this is my first time coming to this class since my change.
No picture.
And I don't know how animals are gonna react to me.
Like a Disney princess.
But like
No, I'm the Disney princess. Don't fucking take this away from me.
You're the Disney prince.
I'm a Disney them. Oh,
Disney them.
Disney princess.
A Disney prance.
A Disney prawns. A Disney pricks. And nope, not. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
Are there
Disney
like
royal
magical bats or something somewhere that live in a cave that I could go hang out? That's not in a lot of sun, as I say.
Are you gonna go
hiding
hang
under
out?
my umbrella?
Absolutely. They definitely have more nocturnal creatures in kind of like makeshift caves, like chicken wire and a bunch of things. They have different like grippy posts and yeah.
I'll also see how Pebble deals with them.
All right, sounds good. Let's, before we go deep into this class, why don't we pre-roll the Arcana Zoology study check? This can be nature, Arcana, survival, any of those big three are what I'm looking for.
Let's see.
Since I'm helping tend to Big Red, can I use medicine?
I'll take all now.
Yeah, I'll allow that because I know you're.
Spend the hero point or not.
I mean, it's the first 30 minutes of show. That's all on you.
Yeah.
My God.
Because an 18 definitely doesn't pass because I rolled a 2.
Oh yeah, no,
At least
that's
it was
funny.
one.
It's funny that you mentioned an 18 because that's what I got on the die. I just got to figure out what stat to put against it.
Boogity, boogity,
Oh, that's so
boogity.
funny. I got a 17 on the die.
Lovely.
I mean, it fits pretty well with the whole. I don't know how animals are going to react to something undead coming through.
The answer is poorly.
It's probably poorly.
I'll use Arcana maybe, I guess. Actually, Well, yeah, no, the title of the class is Arcana Zoology. So using
Mhm.
Arcana should be totally like okay. I mostly just want the janky numbers.
I got a
Yeah, I got it.
31 for Arcana.
31.
37.
All right.
Hmm.
I
18.
got a
I'm-
31 for medicine.
Okay. Aubrey, I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear yours. What was it?
18.
Total? Okay.
Yep.
Wait.
I'm not gonna spend the hero point this
That's
early.
fair. That's
I
fair.
only
Okay.
have one. And who the fuck knows when a random vampire hunter is gonna try to end my fucking life.
Vampire Hunter D.
That's right. There has been a friend of the show on the social media has been hunting you down in Twitter posts. And maybe one day, I don't make any promises, but I do kind of like the idea. We'll see what happens. But all that being said, so unfortunately, Aubrey, you do find a really, really cool kind of bat exhibit, but it's isolated and it's dark and no one really comes by to teach you anything. So you don't really learn anything. You don't really have a great class,
Sit
but you
there
do
and
have.
vibe with the bats.
Exactly. Tell me what it's like. What are you doing vibing with the bats? What is that like for you?
Because I'm unsure of what to do, I cast aerial form and hang from the ceiling.
Nice.
All right. You
Bat
hang
It's
from
like-
the ceiling.
This aerial form is a large bat hanging from the ceiling, being like, I guess this is what you do.
The bats
What
are
do you
kind
do,
of
fellow animals?
the bats are like fingers crossed, kind of like keep like covering themselves up, and they're kind of looking at you. It's kind of swinging like the sky puppies that they are. Their ears are
Mhm.
twitching, their eyes are staring at you. You can feel a weird rustling happening, and then you
Mhm.
see kind of like dangling from your arm. You see Pebbles going, "Mom, mommy, mother,
Yes?
these bats are looking at you weird. Want me to kill them?
No?
No. Okay. Why are you upside down?
I am trying to bond with the bats.
Are you trying to replace me with a bat?
No.
Okay, good. I was not ready for that emotional bomb.
It's-
Thank you.
No. I just got you back.
Okay, good. I too will hang with the bats. Hold on. He tries to awkwardly climb up you, clicks to the roof with you, and then you hear like a clattering sound, and he goes, "God damn it! I dropped my knife, Mummy. Can you get my knife for me, Mummy? I can't." And his little owl wing trying to get the knife, but he can't reach it. Mommy, can you get my knife for me? It's my emotional support blade.
With long bat arm, pick up the knife.
Long bat arm.
Terrifying.
Horrifying, truly.
He puts the dagger in his beak. He wraps himself up with his two wings and he goes, "Oh yeah, no, I get it, Mommy. I get it. I feel cool."
I hope they accept me as the one of their own.
If they don't, I'll stab them.
Good to know.
Yes. You know what we should do, Mommy? We should hang in the school like this, and when people walk by, we can spit on them. We'll spit on them, Mommy.
First part, maybe not the second.
Okay. Just spitballing ideas here.
It's spitballing.
So as you hang out with Pebbles and the bats do seem to flock closer to you, and you kind of feel like this kind of warmth, like you're all like in an upside down aerial cuddle puddle.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the bats seem to accept you. Maybe it's because you're a vampire, or maybe it's because you're just a big human and you're there. Who knows? Well, you're a big half elf and you're there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, you're an elf, half changeling, but you're there. So
Vampire.
what? Vampire. You're everything. You're just this smorgasbord. So everyone else, what is everyone else doing? I know Makai is going to go check on Big Red. Is anyone else doing the same?
I'm a little too flammable.
That's fair. You got a bad allergy to fire.
I was
I
going to go
prob-
along to show melee.
I don't know what I would do. I rolled a 37. I don't think it matters. I think I get swarmed again. But this time I'm a little less afraid of being of my calling, which is
Okay.
clearly a Disney princess. You know what? No, I will go with Big Red again, but I'm still gonna have a swarm, so it's gonna be fun.
All right,
Oh dear.
I'm
Oh,
just
no.
imagining. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alden. Please continue.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm just imagining we cut to Big Red's cave, and there's you just dour face, just kind of dragging your body in, like 19 animals, just all like, just kind of like following after you, and you're like, oh my god.
Literally. Oh, I should say it's important to note at some point, Sarnai has made the emotional change to cut their hair and not wear gel. We have totally, yes, we've cut our hair. Well, we've washed it to get the gel out, cut our hair. We've swapped to like probably coconut or rose oil. I don't know what kind of
My
oil they would actually
God.
say. They would probably have all of it. Actually, it's Absalom, which is like the center of trade. And the best way to put it is that Sardai has semi curly hair, actually. And
Oh,
now
sweet
that it's
heavens.
short, it's about like a Howl's moving castle, Howl length.
So wait, hang on. You mean to tell me he got hotter?
Yeah.
Illegal. Illegal.
Illegal.
Yeah,
like to the neckline, to the shoulders.
Somewhere here.
Okay.
It was probably meant to be longer, but because he's not using so much fucking gel, someone who's had to use a lot of gel in their life I have actually naturally curly hair. You can't tell anymore because this is what happens when you over gel it. You lose it for a bit,
Get a
unless I
little
cut it
over
very
jealous.
short. I used to have like Shirley Temple curls. And I don't want to give Sarnai
my
Shirley
God.
Temple curls. I want to give him a little bit more tamed curls. So it's just the best way to put it is that it was meant to be long, but I accidentally did this.
Oops.
so it's cute. We're getting used to it, is what we're doing.
Okay. All right. So you can feel the heat of the lava, of course, and it seems there's like a second heat on top of it, a drier heat, and that is the heaving, angry breaths, the tension that is coming from Big Red himself. Groudon kind of like drags up this giant metal canister, gets out this crowbar, pops the lid, and you see the blood coming out of it. It's all just like raw meat. And she kind of slides that up, steps back with you all, and it kind of takes off the big mask. And all right. Well, here we are with Big Red. Thank you all for coming. Now you're going to see how a dragon eats about 150 pounds of raw meat.
Oh wow.
Where do you get all of that meat?
You don't want to know.
I really don't. Yeah, you don't, love. The dragon just kind of looks at it, kind of staring at it. Long tongue breaks, its beak opens up, it grabs it with its hands, and it just hits it like a jello shot. Just gets the whole thing in. Like I don't know what a butcher's like lychee, like lychee jelly.
Yeah.
Shoots it, starts chewing it a bit, and then another slams it down. The metal canister just echoes and rings as it bounces around the lava cave.
Hey, Biggs. Is that how we ask for things?
Another, please.
With feeling.
I'm very sorry for my outburst. Caretakers, I would be honored if you could give me more, because I crave them so.
Exactly.
Oh, excellent.
How are we going to ever find you a big, strong, lovely woman if you ask for things like that?
You see this bulging vein in his neck as he just starts punching a wall. He's like, I'm so... Calm down. Saying it out loud doesn't make it come true. Come on. Come on.
You're going to say it out loud. You got to be funny about it.
Yeah.
Manifest it. You
Manifest
got this.
Like I cast a spell and I make it happen.
No, like you put out vibes to the fucking world, and it might give it back.
I mean,
Vibes
there is
to
our,
me.
Hang on.
Oh.
there's a spell to summon dragons, but I don't think it's in the way that you're thinking.
Actually, I could do it.
Sorry, no,
I
hang
have
on.
that
You've done...
spell prepared.
Now this is
but,
something
like,
I was not expecting today.
Well, hang on. What type of dragons can you summon? Because if we
Should we
something
do like
if
speed
we
dating?
summon- True, but
Um,
if we don't get something strong enough, I don't really think he's like Big Red is after something that can take him on. He's like me. He wants something that'll put him in his place, and that's going to be a big bitch.
Big bitch. Okay. Well, as of now, I can only summon one that is of level 5 or lower. But if you give me a few fucking I don't know if you give me some levels of progression, that could change.
Now, I don't know what a level 5 dragon means, but sure, take as much time. We've been working on this one for a hot minute.
Let me go mechanics this real quick because I also don't remember what a level 5 dragon is. I hope I don't summon a child and be like, oh shit, we skipped a few steps, huh?
I mean,
Father.
I think most of those are like I think like juvenile dragons. You don't get into like
red, like an ancient dragon or something.
Red, look at my notes. I think Red is an adult dragon, but
Okay.
he's old enough to know some magic and how to speak common.
Oh, he speaks common now?
Yeah. Now he speaks common.
Now he speaks common.
He's been around Greta and Woodwork too much. He's starting to pick up common.
Well, what if we summon
I could
a dragon?
summon a flame drake.
And maybe that dragon knows about other dragons. Like we create like a dragon social network.
Ooh, like a dragon fuck book.
That's not
Oh, dear.
okay. No, oh my.
What?
Dragon fuck book.
Just saying, like, yes, if we're going to have a dragon dating application, then I will use my tail and I will swipe it right to find the mate.
What if we
it's
all
just a
did we are we really just 4 fucking bros that came together? It was like, what if we built an app?
Yeah. It helps dragons fuck. It's called Burner.
Jesus.
Spelled
But no, the-
BURNR.
Bad dragons.
Right now the highest thing I can summon, the highest thing I'm allowed to summon with this spell is a flame drake. I don't know if that shit's getting pulverized or not.
Drakes are slightly different than dragons.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're a cousin species. I don't know if that makes them compatible.
I have no idea if it does either. This is just based on the spell, right? Because the
That's
spell
fair.
gives you a list of what I'm allowed to summon.
Mm-hmm.
So it said though anything level 5 or CR 5.
Red, question.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a strong, powerful dragon.
Yes.
Like, can't dragons, like, this may be my lack of knowledge, and I deeply apologize if this is offensive, but can't dragons sometimes like turn into like a human form or something?
Yes.
What if like did that at some point, and then it'll be easier for you to like go meet someone, like without us summoning weird magic and causing this creature to suddenly go on a dating show they didn't ask for?
I don't know if I'm still properly socialized to try and date humans. If there was a dragon, that would be ideal.
You don't know till
Well,
you
I
try.
mean, how about this? Think less that you do this to try and find a human mate, but more so that you can we can get you out and meet like a dragon mate without you having to like be trapped in this cave. It'd be like a disguise, like a fun little thing for you to go out and do, so you're not just like trapped in here all day. I'm worried
Hey, you
about
could
you, man.
dance.
You could dance if you want to. You can leave this cave behind. Because this cave don't dance, and since it don't dance, it's no cave of mine.
No.
This is true. I love that song.
Yes. The sulfur scion speaks wisdom.
And you gotta stop with the soft. It's a new one every time, not in front of my mates.
Oh, sorry.
It's
I
kind
didn't
of a
know that
nice
you weren't
nickname though.
embracing your destiny.
Kind
My
of
apologies.
Yeah. Destiny is ours to choose, so Greta doesn't want it, Greta doesn't want it.
Well,
I just like giving bitches titles.
We know, Sanai.
Titles are nice.
We know, Sanai.
so with that, Big Red tells you all to step back a little bit. And he just starts kind of glowing a bit. And then as he's glowing, he goes, wait a minute. I have no idea what human form to take. What is attractive to a mate for the ruse? What should I do?
What do
Look
you
like
find?
a combination of all of us, but like hotter.
I was going to say, what do you find attractive? Because that might be nicer. Since you can kind of change your form, you might as well be in a form that is very appealing to you.
What do I
True.
find appealing? I find red scales, yellow eyes, an engorged cloaca, a bulging neck with a big, heavy fire glands.
Oh my
That's what
god,
I
I'm
like.
right here.
I'm so sorry. It's been
No,
it's
it
been a
just
very
sounds like
hard
you were
couple of months.
describing Greta, though. Hi, Key.
I'm big red. I always knew there was like something between us. My god.
All right, fine. I know what I must do. And the bright light as they cast the polymorph spell on them starts to subside, and you see the light shrink as they move through the fiery lava and start stepping on the land with you all. You see, unfortunately, rather naked, the appearance of a 6 foot, like a 6'1" man with a similar sort of Ifriti like granite texture, kind of like Greta has. Very, very handsome, clearly borrowing Sarnai's muscle and appearance, borrowing Alduin's kind of style of hair, and even the eyes that are two different colors and are kind of constantly changing. He does look like a red dragon who's trying to imitate all three of you at once. And like the Terminator, quite doesn't understand the socialization of nudity. And he's just kind of there.
Well, we'll need to
No.
get you some clothes. And then Alwyn's going to give the teacher is like, have you like y'all never considered this before, or is there a reason why you just haven't tried this?
Well, we thought if Big Red turned into a human and started walking around town, we're a school of wizards. We thought it would be pretty obvious if someone did detect magic, and this feller starts blinding people. Also, he can breathe fire. That's also
Yeah.
a dead giveaway.
Yeah, but like, so
You're already this far in, you might as well have gone full tilt. Just saying.
I mean, what if he becomes a student? That's the best way to socialize.
He is
Yeah,
a young
but-
adult. He's the perfect age.
a dragon
saying
could
it's
go
in
to
say one.
college.
The dragon looks around and goes, I am a couple of 100 years old. I am only young by my own standards. To you, I am like a god.
I asked him a question about magical theory.
No. Do not put yourself on that pedestal. You have earned none of that.
I
But
asked him
but that shit aside, I mean, motherfucker, we have elves in our class. I'm pretty sure I've seen like some 300-year-old student walk by. Like, you're fine.
Yeah,
Aurora walks in at that moment, like, "Hi guys, holy shit!"
And then
Don't
he
look
looks
at
to
the
you and he goes,
engorged cloaca, Aurora.
he looks at you and he goes, Aurora, you are looking rather. Wait a minute. Damn it. She's undead.
Really? That's where you know what? Hey, at least you have a line. At least you have a line you're not willing to cross.
well,
Hey.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Aurora, do you have a cloaca? I am not familiar with your species.
Stop.
I redact that. My apologies
what?
if that was offensive. I'm going to X that out. Never happened.
No, I just realized something. Motherfucker was just describing my sister that he's attracted to.
Sorry, your sister has a cloaca? I'm confused.
She's big. She's quite tall, quite muscle bound. Also has red skin and horns.
This is true.
And a fire sack
Shit.
around her neck? I must have missed
Well,
that.
I don't actually know. We've never seen her fight. But she is a very talented Hell Knight, so I would assume something's hot.
Well-
Fair enough.
Red, this is a great start. I think, what if we talk to, not gonna teach, if like we tell any, like, there's a professor that we trust, do you think like they could help us out? Or will you get like in like deep shit?
I have an idea.
I think you need to figure out the clothes part first.
I have an idea. The admittance counselor. Or the counselor. She is the best. If once she considers someone one of her kids, she won't stop at nothing to make sure that they are comfortable, cared for, and safe. And guess what? Pretty much anyone who comes into her office is one of her kids. She's one of those people. She's the best.
I don't understand.
She's really cool, and I feel like she might be able to help Big Red get into the school.
So I should go meet with this counselor to then become a member of your school, learn of your magics and ways, and then sire a child through aggressive mating rituals with one of your students.
I'm gonna need to get you into like a socialization class or something. Like
9%.
this is like a lot.
Okay, look, what we're saying is if you enroll in this school, you'll have a better chance of socializing, period, and learning a thing or two. And then I come from a country where courting rituals are always aggressive. So honestly, it depends on your level of aggression. Please don't go biting people.
Unless they're into it.
No,
No,
don't go
let's
biting
make a
people
ground
to
rule,
initiate
yeah.
a courtly manner. It's going to be weird.
This is
Not to
already so
initiate.
complicated. I
Yes.
must bite them, but I must
No,
No,
don't
must know if
bite
they're
them. I'm
into it.
telling you, don't bite them. I don't
Oh.
know why you would ever listen. Aurora, what are you fucking doing here? Go hang out with the bats.
I bet you guys, it's how I got it to work.
Alden's gonna look at me.
I
and
liked
like,
you
"It
before
normally
you
doesn't
bit
go
me.
like
That
this."
was the whole point.
Okay. So to put like a pathway on it. We've had a few good ideas. One is to go in the city and look to get Big Red laid. Two is
mean-
try and leave the campus and try to find another dragon somehow while he's in his probably more humanish state. And the last is to try to actually get him enrolled in the school so he can be properly socialized and then actually date like a sane human being.
This just
getting
sounds like
Okay,
something that happens
so-
in Monster Prom.
I was just gonna say this sounds
Yeah.
like an
This is
anime.
Monster Problem.
the third one is the only one that actively sounds safe to do
Mm.
on a live
Yeah.
stream.
Yes.
Yes, I mean I'm not gonna go into grotesqueness either way.
I know that.
This-
It's just
this
it's the
also-
only one going. Okay, look, even if he's in his human form, if we were just going around to get him laid, that's technically SA because the first other person will most likely
Oh.
not know.
Mm.
That's
and
a
then
good point.
and then I don't know how likely we're gonna have like a dragon gaydar or some shit, just beep 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 beep, and find another dragon. So
Mhm.
that one's just unlikely. The going to school one makes the most sense because he already fucking lives here.
Yeah. He
And
can
we
leave the
do
cave.
this- Yeah. He
Uh,
can come
also
with us to
sounds
the
like
third
a-
season, straight up. Like it's
Yeah,
like,
that
it's
was
very.
long-term.
This becomes easier to move him around
Yeah,
and
this
stuff.
just sounds like a long-term plan. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
step A of like A through T.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's different when he's like in the wild and it's just only dragon on dragon, whatever, right? But he's not in the wild. He's here, and
so,
so a lot of things gets weird.
I feel it. I'll fully admit, my plan with this, because this is a little subplot I've been working on since I think just before all the time shenanigans popped off.
Thanks,
PJ.
You're welcome.
So full disclosure, my plan for this was to get him enrolled, have him learn to keep his human form better, so that while we're fucking around on season 3, he could just be in the background of like, yep, just a human ship janitor. Surprise, I'm a dragon. Hey, big dragon lady, you trying to come with us? No? All right, cool. Back to me. Because I think I remember like getting a ping on some sort of dragon radar of like, there's somebody out there for him, just not here, and we need to get him to her. But I might also
Yeah.
be misremembering that.
I mean, again,
I also
we
learned
could
his
probably
full
do
name.
this, but also maybe maybe we wait another episode to like, hey, great, you can turn the human form. We'll be back. Maybe here's a book on talking to people.
Yeah.
How to human for dummies.
Yeah,
You are not
here's
a
how to
dummy. It
pretend
is
to
just a
be human.
self-help book.
We give him reading, and then once he doesn't like automatically talk about smashing cloacas, we can enroll him in school.
It'll be fine. Just leave him with Gritta. If anyone knows how to be aggressively horny on main, but still be a human being, I got you. It's fine.
All right. So let me make sure I understand the plan. It sounds like it's either going to A, be buried in background plot, or B, become like a side plot later. And I'm down for all of that, but I need to write it. So my question is, where do you want to put Big Red? Do you want to leave him in the school with socialization and books on how to communicate and hope that he basically learns how to be polite and understanding and finds a meet genuinely? Do you want to drag him along potentially as a student later? Or do you want to just help him find another female red dragon in the wild, obviously around the same age and intelligence?
I mean,
Can we merge the first and second one?
Totally. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let it happen. Let's do that. If that's what you want, we will move forward with that. Let's do a big diplomacy check because it's going to be a big ask. So group diplomacy check. We got 4 of you. I want to see a group diplomacy of 90. So we're going to add all your rolls together, and if you get 90, Big Red is enrolled in school and will begin his personal socialization training.
Don't forget, we get a +1 from winning at fishing.
Oh yes, we do.
This is
We're
true.
on campus.
If I use it, never mind. I forget that y'all can actually speak Draconic.
That'll be a 32.
32. Strong start.
31.
Damn. Okay.
Wait, do we still get that +1
for the trophy? Yeah.
32. I lied. Let's go.
What did the trophy do? I don't know. I don't know.
You
What
get
you're referring
+1 to charisma-based checks. Well, +2 study bonus and +1 charisma while in Absalom.
Colorful something. Completely forgot about that.
I have it on my path thing as 1 fish.
Nice.
Love that.
Aki, you should go first.
Okay, well, do I get the bonus too or no?
Yeah. Everyone that was in that, which I believe everyone is in that group thing, got that trophy.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 19 on the die, so that should be 35.
Jesus
Plus
Christmas.
that bonus.
All right.
Yeah, we've already made.
Well, I feel
Sorry,
much
I can
better.
speak Draconic, so maybe Sarda's just giving him tips.
My roll was a total of 15.
Oh.
All right. And thank God for that. So I'll say this, and here's what's great about these group DCs. It's like, yeah, maybe we might get it, maybe we might not. It was a DC 90. I'm thinking it should have been higher because you just made 113. You critically succeeded the diplomacy check. So you walk right into Jemina Ursa's room, and she sees you and she's like, oh my, who is this person with you?
It's my cousin.
Wonderful. What's their name?
Britta D. Bone Basin.
So fucking hate it here.
Britta B. Bone Basin. Family names are such a wonderful shared experience. Okay,
the fact that any of you let me speak is a terrible idea.
I was going to call him Rojo, so you know what?
Sweetheart, I would never speak over you. The fuck?
And I got nothing.
Nothing. All right.
I got nothing.
So you say
giving him a really dope ass name though, but this is fine.
So you're like Britta B. Bone Basin, and he immediately goes, "That is nonsense. My name is Max Vermilion. I am the Red Fire."
Max Vermilion B. Bone Basin.
Yes, Max Vermilion B. Bone Basin.
The B stands for bones of your enemies.
Yes,
The teacher
many bones.
Or just in the
Counselor
background,
doesn't need
just
to know this.
trying not to laugh, just like doing the. Breathing doesn't need to breathe anymore, but breathing
How's-
deeply to not laugh.
How's Melee been doing this whole time?
Melee is just in the back, hand over his mouth,
Yep.
just
Aurora is
Uh-huh.
right next to just.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
he's-
I'm covering Pebble's mouth too because
So that's a dragon.
so he doesn't say anything.
Also, even in this form, I'm still taller than him. I don't know why he didn't go for even taller. He just chose for the stand.
I mean, you think
because there was Aldwin, they needed a big combination.
Yeah. You got like Aldwin, Gritta, Sarnai, and so he just kind of took the average, the median of that. Yeah, came out 6 foot instead of like 6'6". So Jamina Ursa is like, well, great. Welcome to Arcana Miriam. What can we do? How can I help you all today?
I can't remember the name. I can't do it all.
We wanted to help enroll Maximilian into courses. We understand it's like the middle of the year, but the Gritta's cousin, and they decided to join our wonderful school because it's so great and stuff.
Excellent. That is amazing. Do you have any connection to income or any recommendations that we can use to get your registry started?
Yes, I probably do with my legal lore. Can I just roll it?
Go right ahead.
Yeehaw.
That's right. This is why you don't need a lawyer when you have
When
the
I have my
equivalent to a prince of
boyfriend.
darkness. That's right. That's right. That's right. Eat shit.
I rolled a 1.
Um,
That's right. Let's go. I'm the shit, not one guy.
32.
32. All right. Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
can
to get a lot.
easily attach their name to your family line of credentials and credits so they can start doing this, or you can easily get them connected to any other means of teacher sponsorship, etc. So their college and education is basically free. Or if you trust this big idiot, you can put them in kind of a similar situation to Aurora. Not only would they have a teacher sponsoring them, but they would also be responsible for educating others, taking a thesis, becoming a doctorate, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm not sure I would trust this dragon with that, but that's not my choice.
I mean, he would be a
Mm.
pretty good arcana zoology teacher.
But we already have good arcana zoology teachers.
And we might have 3 really good arcana zoology
Have you ever
teachers.
thought that maybe they want to retire and that a teacher's salary just doesn't cut it?
Yeah.
That came
we're
off
gonna
way,
we're
that
gonna
came off
pick this
way more
dragon.
aggressive than it
We're gonna
needed
pick
to
this
be. My
dragon
bad.
to insist on a teacher's salary.
My bad. My bad. It came off way more aggressive than it needed to be. I was just like, we have a bunch of strikes going on in my area right now for the teachers, so I see this shit every day.
That's
You know,
fair.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. Would it be possible that I just take Maxi Poo to the side and just in Draconic figure this shit out with him, like see which one he feels the most comfortable with? Because
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
then that's all I'll do. Just be like, 1 second. Take this bitch off to the side and be like, in Draconic, just be like, okay, so these are your options. Now this is going to sound rather rude. Can you read and write in common?
I can learn quickly.
Okay, that's actually pretty good then. Whatever you just said, options. I list them out and explain it to him properly, and just go. So it's really just you pick. I can make it work.
Okay. So he hears them and he likes the first one. He's like, yes, if I am on your line of credit, your family's account, then I can learn and we can not have to worry about anything. I can learn at my own pace, and if I'm a problem, well, then you can step in if you want to try.
I could. Don't fucking test me, okay? You're getting me hyped up for a scenario that may happen. Okay. I'll put you on my side. My mom technically could do the sponsoring since she's right here. And that also means that if you get kicked out, you can still stay in Absalom. You just be in Shadow Absalom. But like, I mean, you're like royalty-ish, right?
Royalty-ish, ma.
So like you'd be fine on that end, I think.
Yes.
You would at least look more like us, low key. You're just red.
I mean, I could adopt the form to
You could, yes.
have your horns and similar wingspan.
My horns are special. What the fuck you mean?
No,
Like-
not like your horns, but like my own pair of beautiful horns.
Yeah. Tiefling this shit up.
Yes, yes, tiefling this shit up.
Yeah. Like
Yes.
that, yeah. In the corner, we must be like Charlie Brown noises. Probably a lot more elegant than that, but like I just think it's kind of funny if it's Charlie Brown in the corner. Yeah, if we're good with that, come back over and just be like, yes, my family line of credit kind of thing. From sponsored by my mom's side. Yeah, there you go. Those are the words.
And he just kind of looks at Jamina and goes, yes. Thumbs up.
I hope he said thumbs up.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So there's a few exchanging of paperwork, some signatures, and Jamina says, of course, because this is the end of the school year, he can begin his studies now. Unfortunately, none of it will carry forward because it's too late for the credits to stack, but I can maybe suggest summer school or maybe even other summer courses to kind of catch him up.
We really should have waited for this for like the beginning of season 3.
It's fine. Head start. Summer school's great. Where are they going to go?
I mean, truthfully, I mean, are you fine with summer school?
It's not in the cave.
I will practice my best patience, but it's already wearing a little thin.
You like?
My
But-
That's a yes or no.
Yes.
Thank you. Summer school is good.
I might know somebody who might have some time to check in on him while we're doing whatever the school has us do during the summer.
You mean Aurora?
I'm gonna be in Absalom, so I'll probably be staying with Eden.
Yeah, but again, you'll be with Eden. I think I know someone who might have a bit more free time and less kissing to do.
Okay.
I don't think it takes that much time, does it?
Trust me, more than you would like.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Trust
For
me.
more than
I've
you would
been-
think. I
guess
like
so.
it a lot.
Oh, sorry, I was referring to Biggs.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that
true.
you want as much time as you can get for that.
What's happening? Where's the plot?
I don't know.
Plot of land.
The plot is that you've solved Big Red's dating issue by putting him in college. That's the plot. This is a really weird 80s movie is what's happening right now, and I'm here for it.
PJ, you started the season with time tops. What did you expect?
Look, I'm not mad. I think y'all doing a great job telling an awesome story about now a dragon pretending to be a human in college to find true love.
Is
We
this
should
just
have
an
named him
anime?
Aragon
It's
McFly.
Aragon McFly. I can just see him now, like he's in the
I'd like to
lunchroom
see-
holding 9 dudes up by the neck, going, "Nobody calls me chicken."
Yeah, that's all I fucking
I'd
know
like
about
to
those
spin my
movies.
hero point.
Yeah, you want to spend it to change his name to
Well, like-
Aragon McFly?
I'd like to spin my hero point to change his name to Aragon McFly, please and thank you.
Aragon McFly
Aragon
B
McFly.
Stone Basin.
Aragon McFly
Aragon
B
T.
Bone
Stone.
Base. Oh my god, he starts playing Johnny Be Good, and he's like, you're not ready for me. Well, your kids are going to love it or else. And then just
Can you imagine? We come like it's the next season. He's done like summer school, and we come to like all of us properly to come check on him. And he has a guitar. And he calls himself Axel now.
Axel Rose. shoes.
He has a pair of aviators because he decided to get into
Maximilian.
fashion.
I love this
I
plotline.
love it. I'm changing his name now to Aragon McFly B. Bone Basin.
Thank you.
Aragon McFly, be bold Mason. I love it here. I'll gladly spend that hero point. What's the
Aragon
worst that can
McFly
happen?
is just actually the first name.
Aragon McFly B. Bone Basin. All right.
Bon basson.
So this is now in the world. This is now what's happening. An adult red dragon, a multi-100-year-old magical incarnate engine of power, is pretending to be a college student, and he is going to start studying and then take summer courses to catch up. Great.
What is
The
this
good-
anime?
I would
right?
like to. I would like to pull
I
it
was
aside.
reincarnated into a slime. Loki does this.
Sincerely, yeah.
That
This
sounds
is,
fake.
that's
Mhm.
what I was. That's what I was going for.
No.
So plot line.
The amount of
the
like
entire plot.
the amount of like animes and like manga based dating games that have this exact plot, that lets us know that we're in good territory. So I'm here for it. All right, that being said, first conjoined class done. You had this nice class together. We got all the points here for this, and because of your amazing roles and your classroom choices, you've actually stumbled upon a solution to another kind of side story plot. So you're gonna get a nice big chunk of XP for doing that as well. Now let's go into kind of deciding what the individual classes are going to be. And if you need a reminder, I have the list up here for what your individual classes are.
I want to do summoning.
Okay, Aki's going to summoning. Love it.
I would like to. Whoa, Jesus! Belgium. Oh God, what's going on? I would like to go to champions class, but I would also like to pull Big Red aside for a brief little. And I need to have words with him before we all fuck off.
Okay. So Makai is going to champions class, but having a moment with Big Red first. We'll do that after this. Dusty, where's Aldwin going for his class?
To the class that they haven't gone all year, which is occult mundane.
All right. Okay. Going to occult mundane.
Not to bring Harry Potter into this, but that class sounds like the fucking Muggle studies class that they have. And the only reason why I bring that up is because it's just like, what's a toaster? Aren't you a little bit for cute?
Well,
Be a beans and a twat. You know, it's like that kind of shit. And that's
Aldwin just
exactly
doesn't-
what I'm imagining for Aldwin right now.
It's actually just baking 101. And I was
Just
like, I didn't even need to be here.
I love you. Hey, you're like, why am I taking this and getting a C? Like, I am this. This is stupid. All right, so occult mundane, perfect. Aurora, what is your individual class?
I think I'm going to go to astrology, but it's also mostly is I should probably have a conversation. I don't think I've had a conversation with Tiralel since I got turned into a vampire. So I should probably be like, hi, does this change things? Just gotta know.
Okay, all right.
Age vampire
Perfect.
baby.
Excellent. Cool. So let's really quickly do the quick aside between Makai and Big Red. Now, Aragon McFly be Bone Basin. I think you're muted.
Oops, can you hear me now? Good.
No.
No, we can't hear you.
Dang it.
Bitch.
No. I pull him off to the side. Hey, all right, look. This is a really big step. I know I promised you that we would help, that I would help you find somebody, whether it be long term, short term, find somebody for you. But this is a really big step out into the world. I know that you have a history of being aggressive. I know that you have a history of being extra, and I like to think that in a lot of ways I'm very similar. But in the same way that I get to be too much, I start to endanger the people around me. And I don't want you to find somebody you care about and then start to endanger them. So we really need to keep a lid on our heads, okay? Because the minute we start popping off and we start burning shit down, that's when we lose trust. That's when we lose everything. And that's when all of that we've worked on is just out the window.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Ooh, 31. Nice.
All right. So as you say that, you see a genuine moment as his kind of yellowish eyes, now of course doing the heterochromia from Alduin, kind of dilate a bit, and they really take this to heart, and they kind of stop back, and say, "I see what you are saying, Scion. I am mighty, I am strong, and I am proud, but when left unchecked, these things can be dangerous to those who are not able or capable of the repercussions. I will work on myself."
You are wonderful. You are bright. You are magnanimous. And you are like fire itself. But just like fire, we have to keep that brightness in check. Lest we start to burn, lest we start to blind, and lest we start to destroy everything that we have wanted to protect. Be yourself, but know what being yourself will cost, and make sure that you have enough stored up to pay that price. Okay?
Yes.
Now give me an actual fucking hug. I've only seen you with those big scaly claws and shit. Come here.
Okay. And they go for a big hug, not quite sure what that is. And as they grab you, you just see like the air begins to warp around them as they just start to like flame on, basically.
Ooh, toasty. You look out for me, I'll look out for you. Promise.
Good. Now, if anyone needs me, this spell is
You know
awkward.
Lichi?
I am going to go back to my lava bath.
That's fair.
Sounds good. Next week we'll work on your endurance. You got a good 2 hours in this time. We'll get you to 2.5 hours next time.
Right.
Hit the showers.
Oh, really quick. And Alan's going to go to his bag and bring out these like flaming bright red buns. Like, I don't think anyone else would appreciate this as much as you do. They don't look like it. There's little fire in these buns, literal fire. So maybe eat them and your lava bath, but they should be good. Spicy.
Yeah. You should have them.
Great. I'll make you more great. It's just like
No, it's fine.
they're literally. I don't know how hot they get. I thought it was just cayenne, and no, I found the actual like capsaicin, and I put way too much.
I thought I was your guinea pig for spice, but it's fine.
Betrayal.
I'm gonna go to champions class.
Before I leave, I'm just gonna tell Aragon here. I will give you a debrief on family matters just in case you need to contact someone in the summer.
Yes, I will contact your family and I will learn about the details.
Oh God, you're in for so much drama.
Oh God, what have I done?
Haha, that's right. Fuck you, family history time.
I'm gonna have to write this guy's character sheet. I can see it now. Like Lore Sarnai's family.
We were gonna like hang out because I missed the dance.
Okay, yes.
So like besides like sparring and just baking, like I don't know what to do. Like Melee a bit. What do you think I should like recommend? Because he just said like I choose.
Okay. Well, as much as Melee probably doesn't like it, he's a bit of a sap, yeah. So
Sure.
would probably like one of those picnic things.
Oh, okay. That'll be fun. Relaxing.
Yeah. The one with like the baskets and not the bears.
The what?
The bears, like, well, okay. So I dived into some of these other folk tales or whatever, and there's this blonde person, little girl, with a basket, I think, and 3 bears.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, not that.
I could be mixing things up, yeah.
I think you are, but picnic is like it does involve a basket, but usually
With like
you fill
food,
it
right?
with food, but then you
Yes.
don't take it into someone's house that you don't know and break and enter.
And you definitely don't talk to strangers.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, we
Especially
see how
the
that
furry
starts.
kind.
I mean, I'm neither here nor there. I don't really judge that much. Yeah, just like I don't know. We could probably go by the water and be relaxing. Cool. Thanks, Anna.
Oh, you're welcome. Just don't do the agony thing. I don't think it works.
The agony thing.
There was 2 white boys in the little play, and they went to a waterfall, and they ripped the shirts off, and they were like, agony, something. Like they were really, really upset about their girlfriends. I think.
I am now completely lost, but I need
Look,
to go
I
to...
don't understand. I'm trying to consume all these. I think they're from like Taldor or some shit. I'm just trying to learn and brought in my specters, and I might have done it all in one night.
I see. Well, have fun in your next class. I'll let you know how that goes.
Have fun on your... I won't say that, actually. I won't say. It's much more fun to not say anything.
All the one's already gone.
No, I'm talking to Naga, who's been in my pocket this whole time. They're gonna go on a date. They won't even know it's a date. I think only Melee would know that it's a date. But I don't think Melee has the chutzpah to assume it is a date. It's just going to eat at them in the back of their minds. Well, only Melee. Alduin is full of hot air and a bunch of other issues. So it won't cross that. But Melee. So dastardly. I'm talking to Naga the whole fucking time. I'm like talking to my pocket. The little dragon comes up, just like, oh my god.
Tiniest teacup.
And they were roommates.
That's what I'm actually thinking.
God.
Naga's like teacup size right now.
A teacup
in
Naga.
the pocket. Yeah, like like that breast pocket that shirts have and no one uses. Naga's in there.
Perfectly dragon sized.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so while Alduin goes off to their class, but also to prepare for a Just Friends picnic with Melee, just friends having a picnic. Let's decide who wants to go to their first private one-on-one class. Aki for summoning, Makai for champions class, Dusty for the occult mundane, and Aubrey for astrology. Who wants to go first?
I mean, I can go first if nobody else wants to. Nobody else is gonna volunteer.
Hero point for taking that initiative. Hell yeah, let's get you to astrology class. So you go to astrology, and Tirolel is doing their thing. Let's start off with your study check for astrology.
Occultism. Wow, I've got a +20 for occultism.
Oh my god.
I'm a master in it.
Love that. Damn, level 9 is spicy.
Yeah, that is a 35.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the class is going to go perfectly. They're talking about, star signs and times of the years and patterns and things like that. Way more than I would know about astrology. And it goes very well. Now you have a time anywhere in the class to speak to Tirolel. How do you want to do it?
It'll be like a point where like the conversation seems like, it's going, and Tyrell has a moment. If someone else is leading it, and I can just sort of, get up from where I'm sitting and move over to his desk, and just go. So I actually realized I should have had this conversation with you a couple of weeks ago, but things have just gotten out of hand. It's been a bit of a month.
Yes. I have been granted visions about some of these things that have been happening to you, and I didn't want to assume anything.
Yeah, I guessed you would already know. But at the same time, I wanted to like actually have the conversation.
Of course, you are absolutely my
Mhm.
educational ward, and I still believe in your thesis, your spectrum of education, and I believe in you.
Yeah, I just happen to kind of prefer a nocturnal schedule now.
Yes, you may have to start going to night classes. Yes.
I mean, the umbrella is helping as much as it can. I did talk to. I had an idea shortly after it happened, and I brought it up with Marrow, but Professor Marrow, but I don't think they've got that kind of ability. So, and it's one of those things that I've been meaning to, but essentially, thinking about schools of magic and things like that, stuff like abjuration, or maybe it's a necromancy thing. I don't know, but making some sort of talisman, ring, amulet, something that I can wear that would at least for while I'm wearing it, give me some protection from the sun.
Yes, that would be very convenient. In Marrow said that they couldn't help you at this point in time.
I think it was more of it is an idea, but there was a lot going on at the time, because that was kind of in the aftermath of everything.
Oh, I see. Yes, back when everything was medieval and red and disgusting.
Yes, I was still losing color in my cheeks.
Yes. Well, it's plausible. Magic can do a lot of things, and understanding magic is capable of doing other things. Yes, I think if you were to reach out to Marrow, you might be able to find that. I think abjuration and necromancy both. I think you're onto something there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because necromancy has to do with life and death, and abjuration is mostly protection. So
Exactly. Until you get this, let me do a little thing. They begin a small incantation and a wave of their hand, and you see this kind of sparkly veil cover you. This is a temporary solution. Basically, this is going to work as a refracting shell, but unfortunately, this will refract a lot of things. The light, for now, yes, you'll glitter and shine, unfortunately, in the direct sunlight. But other things, if anyone's trying to do a spell to help you, it'll bounce right off you.
That's good to know.
Oh no. Out of character, I just realized what I have done.
You've done the skin of a killer.
Yeah. No, it's too late, PJ. We commit.
No, I'm not taking it back. I'm just apologizing to Aurora and Aubrey for literally everything.
I've enjoyed
the look on your face. I was like, wait a minute. Oh,
my brain.
Oh no. Yes, the skin of a killer. Yeah.
All right, Spider Monkey, climb aboard.
Be safe. Oh God, help me. Okay. So Tyrell does not know this reference and sees no problem with making you glitter in the sunlight.
And my friends see me.
Oh my God. I know. I have a feeling someone's going to give you a lot of shit for it. Anyway, so he says if that should last until nightfall, a couple of hours. If you ever need a recharge, please come and see me. I will try to recast it on you. Shouldn't be a problem until I get you with that bauble of yours.
Yes, I will let you know. Any other times, just running from classroom to classroom, I'm usually okay with the umbrella.
Good.
But if I have to go outside in the sunlight, I definitely feel it. It's like I get very lethargic and have trouble moving.
Yes, that does sound problematic. Yes, well, come by, see me anytime. I'll be more than happy to make sure your situation is enhanced. First thing in the morning. You know what? And they start scribbling a bunch of pieces of paper, and they just hand you 3 scrolls for the spell.
Mhm.
Like, just cast this upon yourself first thing in the morning, and if it stops working later in the afternoon, come and find me, and I will just recharge it myself.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Yes, it is always important to take in people's needs when they're doing education. Speaking of needs, do you need anything for your study of your thesis?
I mean, when I guess it might be easier to just plan this over the summer, but I'm gonna try to, I guess, just get to actually see the Starstone and hope have some time to study it. It's been a year. There's been a lot that's been going on.
You know, it really has been. Yes, with everything, and the situations have just been despicable. Over the summer, let's make a field trip. I'm sure Jamina will have no problems securing the paperwork for that. But we'll go see the Star Heart. It'll be wonderful. Is there anything else you need from me about divination or astrology or astronomy?
No, I don't think, no, there's nothing else that I need.
Excellent. Well, have a wonderful day, and yes, I'll see you later.
Yes.
All right. So with that, you unfortunately have 3 scrolls of Edward. But at least you're safe from the sun until you get the bauble all fixed and figured out. So we got that one done. Next up, you want to do, let's see, who wants to go next? Aki for summoning, Makai for champions. Makai, you want to go next? Okay. All right. So you go to champions class, and here teaching it as always is Jensen Ordo, who is here with Quentin Zelus. I had a brain fart there. I forgot my NPC's names. With Quentin Zelus, and they're just kind of going over the material, since it's like one of the last days you have to study before it's a finals. So go ahead and give me your role for the class.
All right. So I was trying to look up something, and I'm assuming just a regular combat check, or
Yeah, it can be like a religion check, it can be like an attack roll, whatever you feel like is a good way to epitomize your time in champions class.
here we go. Ooh, 36.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, so your last day in class, or the second last day in class, is going terrifically. Yeah, all the material, you're like, got it. Yep. Tenants, oaths, I know how all this works. I've been doing this for 2 years. So the question is, what are you gonna do the rest of your class?
Sorry, I'm trying to remember something. Oh, right, because I'm spelling it wrong. Duh. I'm gonna try and talk to one of the teachers. Let's go with Quentin. Definitely not because he was the first one I thought of.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to Quentin Zelus, who just he's still in his robes, his long wavy blonde hair's gotten a little longer. He's got like a top knot or top bun on the top side of it. Words. And he looks to you and says, "Hello, blessed, good to see you. How are you?
Blessed to see you too, my friend. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm gonna level with you. I'm doing not just great. I have a question. I'm noticing that one of my fellow champions isn't exactly living up to their oaths, both partially to their, the tenets that they swore to, but also partially to the tenets that their god demands in the first place. And I think one of the only ways to get through to them would be a sort of challenge. And I was just wondering if I could get your opinion on that.
I mean, yeah, that's a heavy bane. Most gods are very, very observant about what the representatives are doing. If you act in a way that's not blessed, you'll get punished. But sometimes you won't know until it's too late, And an old saying, ounce of prevention is a pound of cure, right? So if you feel like your bro is a no-go, then maybe you need to step to them and check them because, I know sometimes I lose my way. I know Ordo loses his way, and we have to check each other.
All right. Yeah, all right. I can work with that. Thanks. Thank you, Jensen.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's not. Wait, hang on. This is Jensen, right?
Oh, this is Quentin Zelos. Yeah,
this is Quentin. Oops. Thank you, Quentin. Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Zealous. Sir Zealous. I'll get it one of these days.
Hey, bless, no worry, man. Like, we're all just mortals in the eyes of gods, just doing what we think is right.
God, I want to be as cool as you one day.
Bless. Bless.
Blessed. All right. I'm going to go punch Lanny in the face. Peace.
Shit, okay. He walks over to Jensen Ordo and kind of like starts whispering. You see Jensen kind of like watching you because you're walking with purpose. His eyes go wide and they narrow again, and he nods, arms folded, kind of steps back and just lets whatever's about to happen. So what do you do?
And I walk up, I tap Lanny on the shoulder. And what's his last name? I always want to say Thornwall.
It's Coronald.
Coronald. Lannis Coronald.
Yeah, Greta, what's up?
As of recent, I found your actions to be without. Oof, sorry, gotta make sure I use the right words here. While your actions have been filled with confidence, I do find them lacking in truth and zeal. I find your position as paladin to be waning, and I challenge you on those grounds. I will let you pick the time, and I will let you pick the place, but my challenge stands.
And what is this challenge going to consist of?
Personal. The right to friendship, the right to the top spot here at school, and the right to this. And I pull out my sword.
Now you're speaking the language. Okay. Here. Now. Let's square up.
10 paces and tap blades are right here, right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, tap blades and 10 paces are right here, right now.
Let's draw. First person to submit loses.
All right. Then I stance up and I get ready. Raise my shield and I.
He no longer uses his traditional spear and shield style. You see now he pulls out this massive lance, this terrible looking thing, and just kind of starts to like heave it in your direction. And he looks at you and he says, "Top spot, Greta. You think you're okay losing that?"
Linus, I think you know me well enough to know that I'm not the accomplishments. I'm not the accomplishments that I gain here. I'm so much more than that. And I'd like to think that you can be too.
Okay.
But if all I am to you is a top spot, then yeah, I'm ready to lose that.
You know, Greta, I've been dying for this. I really want to see what you can do.
No,
And then-
Lenny, if you do this, you will die. And that's what I'm trying to get you to see.
Shit, we all gotta die someday, Greta. Remember, we can give up at any point in time.
Yeah.
All right. So then it's going to be a duel. I'm going to try to make this quick. Basically, you're going to start off rolling initiative, and you're going to be doing initiative every round. First person, the person who wins the initiative goes at the beginning of the round. You can also withhold actions if you want to, make it strategic, but it's going to be just a furious back and forth. So with that, roll initiative for the duel.
Where is it? One of these days I'm going to learn how to operate this thing effectively. Hey, another 36.
Nice. Y'all are level 9, correct?
Oui.
All right, perfect. I need to get his character sheet up really fast. All right, so your total was 30, what?
30, 36. 18 plus 18.
18 plus 18. Okay. Where is it? There it is. His is, he critically succeeded. So it's going to be a 38. He's going to go first. So with that, he just off the gate starts charging with this massive lance. He's going to roll to hit. Okay, that's going to be a total of 33. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You get a palpable hit. And you are going to be dealt. By the way, that's not a dirty crit, is it?
No, with my shield raised right now, my AC is 31.
Okay. All right. As he strikes you with his lance, you are going to take 16 damage. And from there, he's going to kind of swing the lance around, hefts it on his shoulder, and seems to enter a stance of a sort. And that's going to be the end of his part of the duel. He has you on point. It's your go of the duel.
Sorry, pulling up a calculator because math is for the birds. Who needs math, right? What am I, mathematician? I'm gonna go ahead and try and hit him. This time I'm gonna use Ooh, sorry. I'm gonna try and use scorching disarm.
Scorching disarm. Okay. Is that a roll to hit or is that a save?
You make a weapon unbearable to hold. Attempt an athletics check to disarm the creature. You don't need to have a hand free to make the disarm attempt. If the disarm attempt succeeds, then the target takes 46 damage unless it drops the weapon on a critical success. It takes 46 damage and drops the weapon. If you're legendary in athletics, it increases to 86 fire damage. Neat.
Damn, that's really good. Go ahead and roll your athletics check.
Where are you? Here we are. I'm only master in athletics. That's a 19 on the die. That's a 34.
34. All right. That's not a dirty crit, but that is a success. So he is holding on to it with all of his rage. You say he takes 4d6 damage?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
And that's only my main action, so I will follow this up with a second strike. Where are... All right, 15 damage.
Is that from the searing disarm?
Yes, from the scorching disarm, it takes 15.
Okay. All right. He's still trying to hold on with all his might. Now, if you succeed, does he drop the weapon and take the damage, or does he just take the damage? I'm trying to remember the success again. It's been a minute.
You don't. So it's just a standard disarm check. If I succeed, or they only take the damage if they drop the weapon. And if it's
okay,
yeah, if it's a critical success, they drop the weapon, and take the damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. So it wasn't a critical success. So cool. And that's a 2-action cast a spell. So you get one more to attack him.
It's actually 1 action to cast the spells.
Holy crap. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him real hard.
Okay, now you cast a spell and you're attacking. I believe that makes his attack at a -5 penalty. So go ahead and make that roll with a -5.
Sounds good. Does a 29 hit?
A 29 will miss.
Ooh, spicy. And then I'm gonna keep my shield raised as my final action.
Okay. It's a good thing you did that because you just activated his trap card. But first we have to roll initiative for the second round to see who goes first. Ooh, die phase 3. It's not looking good for him.
All right, that's a 22.
22. All right. Yeah, you're going to beat him. So you're going to be going first this round.
Thank God, because my die face was 5. All right, so where is... Yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna hit him, but you know what? I'm gonna use Flame Strike. You call a rain of divine fire that plummets down from above, deals 8d6 fire damage. Because the flame are infused with divine energy, creates an area apply only for basically if he has a fire resistance, it will nullify it. But 8d6 fire damage.
Awesome. Now remind me, because it's been a while since I've seen the spell. You rolled a hit with that, correct?
Reflex save.
Okay,
reflex save.
Reflex save. It's a 31.
Yeah, that's gonna make it. And nope, yeah, he doesn't even take half or anything. He just gets the heck out of dodge. Man, I miss half damage. Man, I miss 5e.
It should be if it's is it a basic
If it's-
reflex?
Yeah,
Then it should be half
basic
damage.
save?
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, I don't know
basic
the.
reflex, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Basic
the
just
thing
means
about
that they succeed, they take half.
So that's what that means.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a
Just
fail,
so they
it's
don't have to
full,
print
and
it
a
over
critical
and
is
over and
double.
over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Copy. All right, then 21 is the full. Hey, let me have that for you.
Okay. Yeah, I was say it's been a while since I've seen the flame strike. I don't know what the full rules on that are, but if it's basic, yeah. And crit is they take nothing at all. Nothing
Fair
at all.
enough. He's gonna take 10 damage. Well,
10?
10.5, but I'm pretty sure you ran down.
I'll make it 11.
Yay!
All right. So he jumps out of the way as this searing column of fire comes down, and you can kind of see him dodging out of it. It's still kind of burning him a bit. But now, let's see, you have that
Last
spells
action,
2
keep the
actions.
shield raise.
Shield raise, cool. Well, you've activated his trap card. As he's in that stance with the lance over him, he is going to just swing at a huge arc. And in doing so, you see an unusual amount of energy coalescing underneath him. And then popping up from his very stance, you see a horse. A very unusual, very garish looking horse. As he then starts to just charge down you. Or charge you down, I should say. I'm going to say, just for the sake of it, after you attacked him and cast a spell, that he dodged and is about 10 feet apart.
Mhm.
Charge to work. Unfortunately, the die really sucked on the roll, and that's going to be a total of, there we go, 29 to hit.
Does not hit, no.
Does not hit. He comes charging up, big miss with the lance. He then starts to swing it wide for one last strike. This will be his last action for the round, and this will be at nope. He's gonna miss wide, miss very very wide. But now he is above you on a large, garish looking horse, just trying to beat you with this big freaking lance. Roll initiative for the next round.
Yeehaw.
If bad again.
Oh, you're so fucking cool, Lennis, with your big stick and your disregard for people's well-being. Look at me, 36. Look at me. I'm so big and fucking strong. I'm Lennis fucking McCullicuddy, whatever your last name is.
Critter, my last name is Coronald.
Yeah, it's called a bit because I'm mad at you.
Oh. Fuck you, Greta. It's your turn to start.
Offered you for the whole year. Get over it.
All right, so you're starting combat on the third round. Go right ahead.
How's he looking?
He's looking pretty solid. He's a beefy boy. He's beefed up a lot this year, so he's handling it pretty well.
Good boy, good boy. All right, then here we go. Attack number 1. Does a 32 hit?
32 will hit.
Yeehaw. Natural 20, let's go!
Oh, it's about to get dangerous in here. Okay, so that's 2 strikes. I think you have one more action left. You want to strike again, or?
I'm just going to keep my shield raised.
Okay, let's get that damage. Let's get the regular and the crit.
All right, all right, so the first round of damage is going to be 10, okay. Plus 2, critical. So 44 in total, 10 plus 34.
Okay. Okay. These strikes are just like hammering into him, and he's committing way too much effort and anger that Lance. He can't quite turn around and defend himself. With his turn, he is just roars, and you see this unusual energy is kind of rippling off of him. And as he roars, he starts to swing on you. Okay, does a 35 hit you?
35 does. You know what? I'm going to save that for later. 35 does.
Okay. All right. So
not a crit, though.
Not a crit. That's great to know. Okay. Oof. Let's see. 13, 16, 20, 24. 35 damage as this unusual energy starts to coalesce across the lance. It slams into you, and it does not feel good. It's this cold and slimy, kind of greasy feeling on the wound as it hits your body.
You said 34?
35, I think I said.
35.
That's like
wrong.
half my health.
Ugh, you're telling me.
Ooh. Does a sorcerer get a 6 or an 8?
They get a 6.
Oh,
like I was not an upgrade from the witch. She's exactly the same.
just a unilateral. Oh, at least that makes that easier on the restatting.
Yep, at least there's that.
Yep, that's a positive.
I mean, but my health is at a nice number, so I will give it that.
Is it 69?
It is a 69.
You're a point.
Nice.
Yeah, yes. All right, so he's got to take his last strike with a penalty. Doing math in my head now. Okay, does a 27 hit you?
Does not know.
Okay, cool. So he makes that strike. It hits all those unusual sensations, and he takes it high for a 12-6. It slams into the ground, and you can see a crack start to grow in the flooring next to you, and this horrible like purple coursing energy just kind of shoot out of the ground on contact.
Concerning.
And that's his turn. Top of the next round for combat. Roll for initiative for the duel.
Hell yeah, 37.
Yeah, you go ahead again. So go ahead and retort.
God, I keep wanting to look up something, but then I get distracted by his cool moves. I get distracted by what I'm gonna do. Stop being so cool, Lettuce.
Never. This is my one thing.
Get a hobby, Jesus. All right. I am. What spells do I got? I'm gonna use the I'm gonna use a blink charge to close the different distance that we made up here. Propel yourself through the fabric of space and deal a blow carrying the momentum of your teleportation. You teleport into an empty space to a creature adjacent with you. You see within range. Make a strike against the creature with the melee weapon you're wielding. Your strike deals damage plus an extra 2d8 of force damage, depending on the result of your strike.
Damn.
And pretty much I just got to hit this guy.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Is a 31 hit?
Yes, it does.
Let's go! Just barely.
All right.
And it's just a regular attack, right? Like not a crit, I'm assuming.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's regular. It like just hits, so it's not a crit.
Perfect. All right, he's going to take 22 nope, that's 12. 23 points of damage.
Okay.
11 of it being force damage.
Nice. Okay, so in total it's gonna be 23 damage.
Yes.
Okay. That was what, one action or two actions?
That was 2 actions for the spell, so I'm just going to keep my shield raise as a 3rd action.
Okay. So make a quick check. Yeah. So you come flying at him with this spell strike technique. And as you collide with him, you can feel his body get unseated from his horse. He goes flying into the air and slams onto the ground, screaming in pain. The horse seems to vanish in a puff of dark mist. Give me a perception check.
Just a flat old perception. That is a hot, nasty 25.
Okay. As Lannis falls off of his mount and the mount vanishes, you see something else from his back pocket. This surprisingly large tome just kind of fly out the back. It was probably secured by like a pocket space or some special chain. And this book goes flying. You can see the pages just like frolicking in the wind. He slams hard, screams in pain, probably broke something. And panting, he says, all right, fine. You're better than me.
I take that opportunity to cut him off and I yell out, I yield.
No, Greta. He kind of winces as he gets up. No, you beat me. You beat me fair and square. You're going to be a person of honor, then you need to accept that.
Whatever. I cast heal on him and I walk out of the arena.
All right, give me a free perception check as you walk out.
I rolled a nat 1.
A nat 1.
And I go to heal him. I imagine how this plays out. I go to heal him, and how much health do you get back? Merry Christmas. Work with me. He gets 24 health back.
Nice.
as I just walk over to him and I put my hand on his forehead and I just go, no, Lenny, I yield. Because we can't keep doing this. This is not what I signed up for the school to do. I came to be better. I came to challenge myself against people who would push me to do great things, not to watch the people I care about fall to their own hubris. You are a light. You are a light of Iomade. One of the most, I know this isn't a word, but one of the goodest things to happen to this world. And I know things have not been easy for you, but this has been your chance to shine brighter and higher than anyone before you. And you've taken every chance to show that you want to swan dive into the darkness. I love you, Lenny, but I can't keep watching you do this. So I yield. If you want to beat me so bad, then here, take it. Be as best as you can be. But you're going to have to deal without me. And I throw my sword at his feet next to his body.
Give me a diplomacy check.
That is a 32.
32. Okay. So, as you say that, you see Lanny start to tear up in front of you. And he picks up your sword, tears now just rolling down his face as he hands it to you, and he says, Greta, my country is in shambles. My job is a farce. My father is dead. The only thing I have left in this world is you. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to see you be better because you're the only thing I have left to believe in. And I don't want to lose you. I don't want to take your sword, okay?
Lenny.
I thought if I could become the thing that could challenge you, you'd become better than me. And if you kicked my ass, then you could save Last Wall. You could have saved my dad, but I couldn't. I just thought that you were the one, Greta. You were the hero I needed, and I wanted you to succeed where I couldn't. Please take your sword.
I very calmly put my hand on his face. I even take my gloves off. It's the full scaly, clawed, but very warm and very soothing to the touch type feel. Lenny, I'm not your hero. My family ran from Last Wall. My family has no right to be the heroes of your people. You, Lenny, you are the phoenix. You are going to be the one to rise from the ashes of Last Wall. I can help you be the best version of yourself that you can be, but if you are trying to change into someone who pushes others into the light, that's not who you were meant to be, Lenny. That's not the person I fell in love with, not as what I thought was romance, but what, as I realized, was possibly one of the best friends I ever could have hoped to make. And I'm not going to let you throw away your life because you think I'm the one who's going to save the world. I've already been told all my life that I'm going to change the world. Whether it be saving it or ruining it, I just want to live in it. If someone's going to change the world, it needs to be someone like you, someone who doesn't want it in the first place, because you're the only one who knows what it needs to be. You're the only one who knows what has failed to get us to this point. And I'll be with you every step of the way, but I cannot make that step for you. You just have to believe in the me that believes in you if you can't believe in you.
Lanny smiles, overcome with emotion. He drops your sword, picks up his lance, the horse vanishes. He just kind of awkwardly smiles while he can't really process his emotions. He turns away and starts to run. Hold on. I need my GM coin. I have to flip it. Here we go. Okay. He runs out the room, and you notice leaving that tome that fell from him behind. As he leaves class early, what do you do?
I look at my sword on the ground, and I look at the tome. Is there any like distinctive marks on the tome that I could like see or remember or make out?
Yeah. There's a very, very familiar mark on this tome. You see the symbol of the Hell Knights. Specifically, a chapter of the God Claw.
I give a deep sigh, and I just kind of point to it, and I lean over to Quentin and boyfriend. I don't think I'm authorized to handle something like this. Says.
Yeah, no. Jensen Ordo takes the book and goes, no, you are not authorized. Who the hell gave the boy a book? Who the hell gave him a codex? All right, class dismissed. This is worrisome. We're going to go look at this in secret and talk to Lenny. Thank you so much, Greta.
Hey, go easy on him. I know he's tough, and I know he can take it physically, but I think you and I both know he's not really in the best spot mentally. I think the Hell Knights might be a good fit for him, but maybe when he's thinking like a warrior and not like a sacrificial soldier.
Yeah. It's lucky it's not the nail. Anyway, they close the codex. Class dismissed. Greta, thank you for your candor. And we are going to move on to the next one. The next scene. So I want to make sure everyone gets a chance. So who wants to go next? Aki or Dusty?
Aki, you should go because I have no plans.
I will go. Give me the airtime, GM. Put me in, coach.
All right. So as Makai leaves champions class and Lanny and Greta go different directions, we are going to move up to Aki in summoning class. Give me a roll, first of all, to see how well your studying goes.
Arcana. Yeah, makes sense. Gonna use a hero point because if I'm gonna get stabbed, I might as well do it in style. So much better. 31.
31. Okay. All right. So the class goes well. You go to summoning 102. You're learning more about the contracts and different kind of spirits and, all these different like little tips and tricks and special secret meta combos. And it's, it's whatever you would have it be for a summoning class. And you're like, yeah, no, I know. I've been doing shit you wouldn't understand. So
I have 2 summons out in the open. I'm like, you ever look at the act like, okay. It's like accidentally being an overachiever, but all I am is just very happy to have things that are constantly around me. Teacup Naga and Tiny Lala.
I love that. So you have your awesome summons around you. Everyone only has one. You have 2. Just kind of getting that flex out there. And yeah, fast forward. Almost call him Jensen Ordo. Remy Mordio is there. What do you wish to do?
Okay, so Remy, is very mysterious, and the last time I hung out with them, I specifically remember all the weird shadowy things that they were doing, and so I'd like to basically come over and just go, Hugh. So what's up with the shadows? Because there's a numerous amount of things that could be going on with that.
He leans in. Hell Knight Sanai. If there is a
Yes.
chance to speak with you in private about it, I would like to take that. Would you allow this?
I would definitely allow it, sir.
Great. Everyone leave now. Class is over. You know everything you need to know. And they're like, oh, sweet. Class is done early. And they just kind of split. Bless. They've been around zealous too much.
Melee pirouettes out. Let's go. Got a not date to get to.
Yeah. So with that, the door is closed. Remy locks it. So you wish to know why I have these shadowy things? All right.
Yes, there's a lot of things that I wish to know about you, but this is so much more appropriate.
Understood. So with kind of a wave of his hand, all the lights go out in the room and little ghostly candles start lighting one by one. So the room is filled with these hanging, glowing, floating purple and blue candles. And he says, all right, you can come out now. Moving into the room, you see what looks like a skeleton figure wearing the clothing and hat of a jester, like a clown. This clown has a massive reaper's scythe and this terrifying undead skeletal figure. And you just hear this.
You play League of Legends. I'm sorry, I had to say that. Very sorry, I had to say it.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
End.
Remy Mortio says, this is my summon, a psychopomp from the world of the dead. He is special. He only takes the souls of jesters and clowns.
Oh shit. Well then how the fuck did Melee last? He died in your class at least twice.
He takes
That was
the
uncalled for.
Hang on.
That was
That
rude.
that is my best fucking friend. I'm allowed to say these things. Watch, okay? Me and fucking Big Red Aragon have become besties
Holy
soon. I'm gonna be ripping on him like this left and right.
I love it. He does remind you that this thing's job is to take souls, not protect them. So he had to basically, with all of his power, make sure this thing didn't take Master Melee's soul, because he was a bit of a joker then.
A fool, a clown, a degenerate. He's not even here. I shouldn't go off on this, but like he's having a good day, so I'm not gonna rain on it. But like tomorrow is a fucking game. All right, Psycho Pump Summon makes sense why you're so bloody eerie all the time. But again, I'm not one to talk. I dabble in shadows, both innately and not. So
Yes. When you find a psychopomp, especially one with a specific agenda, you must offer something that speaks to them. It's a contract.
Well then how did you meet this one? No offense, but like do get offended if you wish. You're not exactly a joker yourself. Unless you mean to kill comedy. In which that is rather smart.
When I worked alongside your father, he said I was one of the funniest people he ever met.
Tell me a joke. I need to know. I need to witness this.
I don't have that anymore.
Are you Ryan Reynolds?
Who's Master Ryan of Reynolds. I don't know this individual.
You're the weird Deadpool one. Not the good Deadpool series, but the one with one of the X-Men origins. The one where he loses his mouth. That's you.
I mean, I can still speak quite eloquently. You're hearing me now, Sarnai.
I know. I'm talking about a weird play I've seen. It wasn't a very good one.
When I was working as a Hell Knight with your father, I kept morale high. Humor, jokes, good-natured jabs. And then one time we went out on a mission together and I died.
Oh.
In an attempt to save your father.
Oh.
He tried to rescue my body, and it was too late. I had to make the contract with Ridamors, aka the Forever Jester, who sees those of comedy to the dramatic end.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. 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 That's a lot.
Yes. That's why I'm no longer jovial.
Wow. So, oh, I'm sorry. This is the coolest origin story I've ever fucking heard. I'm sorry. I'm still taking it all in. Fanfiction club is gonna be nuts, but that's so bloody edgy.
When you live this lifestyle, you live by the edge or you bleed on it. Sometimes to death.
Like you. Wow.
Exactly. And since I have a
Sorry, my mind
greater
is sick.
psychopomp, I try not to advertise it.
No, makes sense. I'm so sorry. This is so cool. Some may say I'm breaking character. I'm sorry. This is so fucking cool. I actually have no idea. I was gonna say something. I can't because I'm really entertained.
I'm glad you're down for it. I just remember like, did you fuck my father? And I'm like, you have no idea. No, he did not. The exact opposite.
My dad fucked you? That's how you
My dad fucked you? Wait.
My God.
Damn, these stories. That bitch never tells me anything. Okay, and I'm assuming you're no longer, well, I got the implication that you're no longer a Hell Knight, or at least no longer welcomed in it, just based on the one interaction I have witnessed between you and Father Dearest.
That would be correct. After I died and made a deal with a psychopomp, I was no longer legally allowed to live. I was considered a heretic, and it was your father who faked my death and forced me to never enter Cheliax that kept me alive. Thus, I have been here as a teacher since.
Holy shit, he was a bro.
He was my best friend, at least in one of my lives.
That's gay. That's sorry. That's me. That's me. Sorry. I ship him a lot more than I needed to right now. Man, these Hell Knights got some homoerotic tension, like so much. No wonder they're so fucking evil.
Order of the Kiss.
Order of the Kiss. That's just gonna be our new thing. We just indoctrinate everyone into Order of the Kiss. You're just edgy and you kiss people that you want to kiss with consent. Oh my god. Okay. It's, I had like a list of things I was going to ask you, but this I'm pretty blown away. So okay, Dad faked your death. I'm assuming that's how you got here, and I mean you're a more than capable summoner. So I don't need to know your goddamn qualifications as a teacher. But you Signifier.
I was on track to becoming a paralector.
Wow! 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 I should have went first because then I could have processed all of this. It's fucking 1:40 in the morning. How am I gonna go to sleep,
Night
PJ?
classes? I guess hell night classes.
I was just
sound-
gonna say night classes, hell night
Hell
classes.
night classes, yes. That kind of sucks in terms of career-wise. I hope you're happier now. If you can feel happiness. Oh shit.
Wow, you're bad at this.
Of course I am. We're from Cheliax. It's the nicest thing I could have said.
Mm-hmm.
You are efficient and your candor is amazing.
Yes, your patience is adequate and your wordplay is sufficient.
Thank you. I wish I had better words actually to choose from. All I can really say is wow.
Maybe this would shed some light upon my situation with your father and your presence in front of me in summoning class.
Yes, it does. You're just a very passive-aggressive uncle.
Essentially.
That's dope.
What is dope about this?
I don't know. It's just kind of exciting. Ha ha ha, new uncle, you know?
Oh, of course. Novelty.
Yes. Well, and honorary, technically. Unless, well, no, I'm good. I'm
Legally
Oh.
speaking, there should be no paperwork to this arrangement.
I'm glad there will be no paperwork to this arrangement. It is weird if there will be. Wow, I'm sorry. It's the backstory. I really can't get out of it. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he's all angry and sad and edgy, and that's why he has to hide his summon, and he has to keep basically a greater psychopomp at bay from slaughtering people constantly because that's its job, especially when they're goofballs in his class.
Is it bad that I'm picturing him as a bard too? Because it makes sense why a jester would show up.
Maybe I can definitely see that.
Yeah, what the fuck? This guy had a fucking, those guitar axes? Not a battle lute, like a literal. Have you ever seen like guitar axes?
Yeah, I'm thinking of like, oh god, Brutal Legend with Jack Black, like that.
Yeah.
I could totally see that. Yep.
Or if you play the any of the Pathfinder video games, they have an orc woman with this giant battle axe, but people always use it whenever they want to play an orc bard. That
I love everything about that. That sounds so freaking cool.
is really cool, and that's why I'm
Imagine a
picturing
big
him now.
orc lady.
Shit,
That's
I'm
also
so sorry.
Yeah, Big Orc Lady, super cool too. Anyway,
I have to push aside every single NPC. That's my favorite now. I mean, oops, fuck you, Maro. Like, I got this bitch now. Okay. Well, I will do my best to not call you uncle in public now, out of respect. But it's going to be just a tad bit hard. This is kind of cool. Hey, I tell my sister about this.
But your sister?
Yes.
No. She has as much control over her tongue as a fire hose does the water.
Oh, you are absolutely correct.
But in time, if she shows discipline, I would be very honored.
This is dope. This is so dope. This is so cool. This.
Young Master Sarnai,
Yes?
if you wish for a private appellation, then you may call me the nickname your father gave me when we served together.
Where's that?
Remo. It was a delightful name that was brought about by a night of drinking and comedy. My name was Remo.
Remo. Good God. I need so much information from you to blackmail my father politely.
I, by the contract I have with this greater being, am not allowed chicanery, but I'm more than happy to help with legality.
Yes. Just going to fuck shit up. This is really cool.
Mm-hmm. No.
Other than this, I'm done because I did have questions. Now I don't. I'm way too into this. I have an uncle. He's got the dopest bags. Fuck the rest of us, man. I'm okay with the season ending like this. Actually, this is pretty good.
But yeah, he's definitely down to answer any questions you have later, and he tells you to leave before you elicit a smile in him.
Oh shit, would hate that actually. Goodbye. Good day to you, Remo. Oh, that's just weird to say out loud.
Goodbye, little Sarsar. He turns and goes, "That was not a joke. I was attempting familiarity." And you just see the Ever Jester just and kind of fades ominously in the back with that scythe and clown outfit just stalking you.
I'm not a jokester. I would never put myself down like that. I'm just sassy. I'm good. Move quick. Give it to Dusty before I fucking continue to speak. This is the coolest fucking shit ever.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Well, from here, we're going to turn it over to Dusty. Dusty, so occult mundane. Now, do you really want to invest in occult mundane? Would you rather invest in the picnic? What's your vibe on that?
I kind of wanted to save the picnic for next time. And this because like I do want to do occult mundane because like Aldo needs some kind of mundane in their life at this point, like for reals.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. Absolutely. All right. Let's go right ahead to occult mundane. Go ahead and give me. So this is the first time in 2 years 2 school years anyone's done this class. Give me whatever check you feel makes sense for adult occult mundane.
See, we don't even know the name. That's how little we go.
Yeah.
Can I argue athletics? Since I've been dodging this class all season.
I'm going to say this no, but I love that pun. So you get a hero point, but you don't get to use athletics.
I'll just use, occult.
Okay.
I'm gonna immediately use that hero point.
No.
I'm gonna immediately use my other hero point from session.
Oh no.
That dice is going over there. There we go. That is the 23.
23. Okay. So you go to occult mundane class and you do pretty good because as you find out, everything they have to teach you is very more like superstitions and knickknacks, but you know the deeper magics behind it that are just oblivious to these people. You see 3 people in the room. The room itself is a mess. Like papers stuck to the wall, like thick and curling from probably almost years of being stapled there. You see a bunch of what they're trying to make holy sigils out of, but it's things like that edgy S we all learned to draw in middle school, and like a bunch of other line. Just like line. It's just a bunch of like dumb superstitions being revered borderline on the religious all over. You see a kind of let me go to the character sheet here for everyone that's in the occult mundane class. I was looking at all my notes on Remy and got lost. Oh man. So there it is. You find a catfolk thaumaturgist just licking their paws. And then, like, when they're done, they use it to, like, move a big page but they're, like, looking way too much for moving a page of a book to the point where the book becomes soggy and wet. They are the club leader, and they go by the name of Hunks the Fate Runner. You find your friend, the human witch bard, the one that was dancing with Kuni Marmor in here. She is currently kind of doing a spider walk and reading a book upside down. You find a massive gem or orb filled with a multitude of stars, and in the body of wood and vines and rock, you find a Konrasu cleric named Curious One.
Nice.
You find this adorable little creature with a book that's way too big, and they're reading it with a magnifying glass. You find Harlequix, a sprite witch, and hanging from ropes in the corner, like on strings, you see someone with a name tag that says, "Hello, my name is Charlie." And they look like a terrifying figure from one of those horror movies where the dolls that try to kill you. And Charlie
Excellent.
is a puppet rogue.
That's so good.
And they turned you immediately because everyone that's in the club is currently here just kicking back and reading spooky shit. They look and see you and they're like, oh, a victim. Hi, welcome to Occults. Mundane. We're required by law to say that because the other occult class got really angry at us. Welcome.
All right.
We're here to find the mysterious in the serious and to find the legends behind the bookends. Ooh.
Oh, is this like the fan fiction club?
No, nothing like the fan fiction club. Although I've heard that they have some really great writers. Says one of them, just like obviously a huge fan of the fanfic club.
I mean,
licking
yeah,
their paws
yeah.
and turning the pages.
So like Alden's kind of like looking around, like kind of like walking around, and it's like, is this just like a free period hang around? Because like, I mean, everyone knows that's not what ghosts come from, right?
No,
Right?
no. Actually, no. We are technically by law considered to be a legitimate detective agency.
What? I mean, you have my interest. What detectives of occult mundane?
Curious one. Get the maps. And you see this massive Konrasu like flip this like pegboard over. You see like a whole bunch of strings and a whole bunch of like let's talk about the mail. And the cat, Fate Runner, just jumps to it. He's like, he starts slicking his hair back. Okay, so why are there so many fucking haunted houses in Absalom? What is going on? We've been looking at this one house. Apparently they sent us there for our last field assignments. Everyone got murdered. I mean, they got better, but everyone got murdered.
Yeah, almost everyone. Yeah.
Right? This house is a pinnacle for cult activity moving in. We have noticed 3 cults. One very aggressive and very weird cult moved in there, was kicked out. We theorize that there's 13 ghosts in this house. But beyond the seals, there's a stronger lord of the dead.
I think we met them.
Yeah. Wait. You met them?
Yeah. They have a really cool house. We talked to them. It's like, they helped us bring my friend's owl back. Cool lad. I think they were about to fight us to the death, but we're like, we don't want any of this. We were really tired. There was someone with like a chainsaw. It had like chains on it. They killed everyone else. We were able to stop it. Did you know that they didn't like cussing? Like, what the fuck is up with that shit?
What the fuck is up with that shit? Wait. Did you purge the curse of the chainsaw man, of the knife guy?
Yeah, it was a lot. Ugh. Almost ran out of spells. I only have like 2 spells I could write a day.
Curious one. We gotta scrap like half of the investigation. It's not even there anymore. They solved the curse of the guy in the big suit with the crazy mask.
Yeah. Sad story, actually.
So yeah, we did some research. We found that there was something about their family that cursed them to that land. We haven't been able to figure. We've been trying to find so much what happened in this one house that makes it so damn haunted. But
Yeah. Now, okay. If y'all are investigators, I do have a question, because my life is all kinds of flipped upside down and fucky this year. I mean, more so than usual. Do any of you have anything about like time vampires? No.
Hey,
Do I sound like a weird one now?
No, you're onto something. Curious one. Can I see that collection on cults that we've been doing lately? They open it up, they flip through all these pages, and they turn around this symbol that you remember seeing in the haunted house in the basement, of kind of like a bloody red symbol with a smile and fangs and a bunch of sigils. They're like, we've been studying these guys for months. Smaller ritual components, smaller ritual activities, cult-like activities have been popping up all over, but they keep getting interrupted by the guard. Always interrupted, but it's always the same. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I think that's their call sign. Waiting, wait. They're waiting. And they're using this ritual to make it happen. We were able to decipher one text. They're waiting for their god to come back early, and they're going to be working on it. We think this might be the one you're talking about.
That is 100% it. If y'all have information on that, I would be deeply interested. I'm going to point out right now though, that's really fucking dangerous. this ain't like the cult with the chainsaw, man. And I'm also really sorry about it. I may or may not be directly involved in bringing this around.
Did you say the whole bit that you may be the one that brought it around?
I said yeah.
They stop and they go, "You're the day out at sea."
What?
The day out at sea. In every religious text, these cultists talk about the waiting one, and they speak about his buoy, the day out at sea. That's you.
Is booby what?
But buoy.
Okay.
Sana, you're not even supposed to be here.
Nope.
I'm not here. I'm literally Aki in this class.
This is Wayward Arcadium's famous janitor, Naki Aoi.
Janitor. Is it because I'm cleaning up all your fucking messes?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Okay. Religious texts.
Yeah, I mean, of course, none of it's all just scattered gospels right now. But yeah, they've been writing about you and about the god that you're going to summon, that you're going to bring, that they're waiting for, waiting.
That I'm going to summon.
Well, it's weird. I mean, you have to understand, half these guys are high and they think that they don't have all the connections. We're trying to decipher more. Either you're going to summon him or you're the reason he's summoned. One of the two.
Brilliant. All right. Okay. Well, do you have any leads on this that I could go perhaps check out alone? Is not to endanger all of you? Because I could not stress enough how dangerous this is. Do y'all remember when everything turned red?
And yeah, and everything.
That was them. That was them.
And that was you and them.
Yeah, it was me and. Are we like intrinsically connected or some shit?
That's what all the texts say. They speak of you as like a messiah, like a child of God. They say the day out at sea created the waves and the oceans, and from it split forth. Then time came, and with the time, everything fell into place. And thus we are all forced to wait and wait for him to return, waiting and waiting and waiting for Gado to come home.
Fuck me.
I mean, yeah, looks like this is on you. Would you like to stay here? We have sigils to protect you.
You mean, do those actually work? Because that's like an upside down thumbs up.
Oh yeah, this. Yeah, we do this sometimes, and it scares away ghosts.
Is that so?
Yeah,
yes.
We do this, and it scares away ghosts.
Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. I mean, I if you have all this stuff, I'd love to read through it, just because I've been mostly going through this in the dark and just getting creepy messages from this fucker.
Hold on. There's one more. There's more thing. So the day out at sea, he has two sails. They turn around and they show you a crude portrait of your parents. And they say, when the day out at sea meets the waiting, the sails will become full. I think your parents will also be returning with the waiting one.
All right. I'm gonna be completely honest. I went to this class to just have a normal fucking day. But also this is incredibly insightful, so thank you. All right. Oh, I guess I'll chill here. Also, like, if y'all want to know, like, actual occult stuff, I could show you some things I've been doing. Like, and Alwyn's gonna reach into their breast pocket and just like take out their original, like, fully like 4-foot tall bow staff, like how to do this and all that kind of stuff.
They are ecstatic to learn. Even Charlie, hanging from his strings, turns and goes, "Hello, my name is Charlie. I want to learn how to do the magics."
Sure, Charlie. Terrifying, but all right. I have a friend that you should meet. You scared the shit out of them.
And that is where we're going to end season 2, episode 16 of Wayward Arcadium. And I hate to keep you all waiting, but this will be our last episode of 2022. Nat 20 Productions is going to be going dark from next week, all the way until January 8th. So you will not see your favorite students again until January 9th. So that being said, let us say our goodbyes, starting with Aubrey. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet internet.
Hello, I am Aubrey. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Magpin Cosplay, and you can usually find me as the one herding cats over on Goblets and Gays, which just started its 4th season, so go check that out. You can also find me as part of Escaping Carcosa over on Ballad of 7 Dice, as Sawyer on Bring Your Own Mech, and plotting a lot of things over at Queen's Court Games. I've got some cool stuff coming up, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I think that's it.
Hell yeah. And next up we have Makai. Makai, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet internet.
What's biggity poppin', my friends, my homies, my theys, my thems? It's been a wonderful night playing again for you, Gritted Deeds Stone Basin, your local they, your local them, your local friend, hero. But if you want to find more of what I'm like in the real life or in the meat space, if you want to find out where I come up with all these ideas, or if you want to see what I don't post on social media, because let's be honest, that thing is dead. You can follow me over on Wannabe VA or Wannabe Voices on any social media that matters. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's TikTok. Or if you want something a bit more convenient to do with your time, I would definitely recommend checking out a book. I'm not sponsored by anyone, but I myself have been going back and reading some old classics. And today I would going to suggest to you, Skullduggery Read Pleasant. If you like magic, if you like smart-ass characters who have entirely too much time on their hand to clap back, this is the book for you. It's truly, I've gone back and read it at least 2 or 3 different times, and on my 4th read, it's still holding up.
All right, awesome possum. Well, next up, we got Aki. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet internet.
Hello, I'm Aki. This has been pretty great. You can find me all over the internet at Akinomi_art, where I do a lot of things, too many things, including hopefully beating Jeff Goldblum into the dirt. Season 4 of Goblets and Gays has just started. Art will come out soon. I swear to God. The Game Awards destroyed me. Ordering it was hard. But art will come out soon, so go check out that. I'm Vim on Bring Your Own Mech. I'm Darling at Clever Corvids Productions, and I'm doing so many things. So just go figure that shit out with me on my Twitter.
Figure it out.
Wow.
Figure dude. All right. Last and certainly not least, Dusty, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Yes, hi, I'm Dusty. You can find me online at DustyE Hell. I'm also part of Goblets and Gays, starting their 4th season. I'm also part of Bring Your Own Mech, starting their 2nd season. I'm also in charge of an Unwavering Force, a Star Wars podcast. And I said it on a podcast earlier this week, if you like Star Wars, fight us, because we like it more probably. No, we don't. Aki doesn't know anything about Star Wars except for the season finale of Andor, and literally
and Rogue One. I know Rogue One, and I only know stuff about Ahsoka Tano because I think she's the only character that matters.
There's that, and you know what? Yeah, check it out. We also just released a teaser trailer. Actually, a clip from one of our first sessions for one of our super edgy characters. Please go check it out. Unwavering Force at Twitter and all that stuff. And yeah, that's me.
Hell yeah. Well, that just leaves a little on me. My name is PJ McGaw. You can find me all over the internet at PJ McGaw. Facebook, Instagram, still on Twitter because I can't get Hive to work. I don't know why it won't let me log in. It won't.
It's under maintenance, babe.
I think it just came back.
Did it? Because I was going to say, I feel like it's been under maintenance for a couple of weeks. So
It had been.
Son of a
but I
bee.
think literally they said it like over the weekend that it should be up like Monday or Tuesday. So I guess it's up now. I haven't checked today.
Well, I know what I'm doing when this is over. So you can find me on Hive eventually at PJ McGaw as well. When I'm not here with these amazing legends, these great students, you can find me here same net time, same net channel this Wednesday for Edge of Legend. We will still be going dark after that EOL this Wednesday, and we'll be coming back in time January 9th for episode 17 of Wayward Arcadium. Let's see here. More things as I can announce it. I'm also busy doing awesome shit with Queen Court Games. Highly recommend it. Podcasts and other potential shows. And I cannot wait to tell you about those when I can. I believe the clip from the Jasper's Game Day should be coming up any time now from the charity game if you missed it. And yeah, that's all I can think of right now. So yeah, when I can tell you more, I'm going to tell you more. And of course, before I forget and go into the rating, I want to thank our wonderful TD, the Forgotten Cuddlefish. Without you, we couldn't look good, sound good, be here, or have a show. So thank you so much for everything.
Where did that voice come from?
What?
He's a ghost.
It's the time vampire. Wow.
Oh no.
Oh.
One more thing before I forget. Of course, with last season, we're going to end this one with a Q&A. So if you are excited about the Q&A for season 2, we have a link for the thing, and we're going to post that on social medias, just like we did last time. You can probably find it the same social media places. So you have plenty of weeks to get every single question you want for that thing, for the Q&A, because this is going to be a lot of weeks for you to do it. Anyway,
Plenty of time.
look for that, especially if you want to ask all the questions, and then we'll do a Q&A when the time comes. Now I gotta find a raid.
Raid
Got a
time,
raid.
Raid time.
What should our raid cry be?
Wow.
Wow.
I'm real glad that somehow caught on. High key.
It's
high key.
infectious. Like we've done this before.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time we've done this.
We are, in fact, a bunch of monkeys.
You're a
Bunch
hive
of
mind.
apes.
Just absolute goofballs. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. Thank you for those that rated us and stuck with us and enjoyed the show. Has the time of Joanne come again? Yes, it has. You have been summoned. The old magics are calling to you. And let us raid while we wait for that to load. We're going to be raiding Darling Creepshow, who says they're doing Dungeons & Dragons. They're super cool, super fun, super spoopy, and if they're not doing D&D, they're probably painting D&D minis. They do a really good job with that. So, let us raid. And before I do, also, Fee, if you're watching at home, hope you're feeling better. Hope you have a great rest of your night. We're going to be raiding in 3, 2, 1...